Hey everybody, welcome to Stay Fishy Friday. We got Jerry's here lost in his phone, so he ain't gonna talk right now.
I'm always lost in this thing when we started. He's with me every time.
He's lost in reality.
Ooh, Sam's looking for it tonight, man.
Everybody,
Oh,
Sam
look at
Scales,
all
there
of
he
them.
is.
Oh look, that was Big Rich feeding the fish.
Yeah. All right, here we go. I want to start off with, the drinking word. Sam, you're our guest. You come up with a word.
Stingray.
Stingray? Okay. Let me see here. Let's get caught up with the... Oh, I do want to say the question of the day is, who is Sam Scales? I died laughing at that. I died laughing. And then Harley Jim come in afterwards with, Sam is an amazing artist and friend of OFR. Thank you, Harley.
That's right. Instead of Sam for a drinking word, we should have who. First of all, I even probably put up a rack of owls.
So you was over at the OCA.
Yes.
And you took a break from that where you're selling all of your
I was
paintings.
selling. I was in the middle of taking money and I just let it drop.
To come be on the live stream for you guys. And he's going back right after the live stream. So, and then have you heard talk about people coming over and hanging out tonight?
Yeah, there's people that want to come now.
Okay, there's a lot of every year it's always the Saturday night or the Friday night is the party night. And then same thing with Saturday night too, I guess.
Yeah, they're both nights.
I'm surprised I don't have some goddamn tours to go on right now.
Why the fuck are you swearing so much?
I didn't mean to. It slipped out.
He meant gosh darn.
So you're going back over there and the show closes at 9.
No, they said the show floor closed at 11. So.
Oh really?
So
Dude,
it's
they've
still
always
11
closed at
tonight?
like 9 last year.
Friday. 11 o'clock, vendor room closes.
Wow.
Wow. Yeah, I'm going to be burning the midnight or the 11 o'clock.
Yeah, I'll probably be good and drunk and probably sleeping by then. I get a nurse tonight.
I have my...
I'm surprised I could catch a ride over there with somebody myself. I just like to see the showfish.
my Starbucks.
Go back with Sam after this. Go ahead.
Starbucks cup.
Well, we'll see what happens. I expect people to be around, but then you're around.
Thanks to Scott for driving me back here from there.
I heard all this side conversation. How you fishy people doing?
Scott is here, but he's cruising the fish lanes out there.
Yeah, this is his first time here, so he's checking everything out.
Oh, did you tell him it's a $20 charge?
It was a $20 ride. So.
Well, we figured out on what it costs to buy a bag of Mashawar pellets. So everybody that comes over for a tour in the next couple of days buys the fish a bag of pellets or a bag of shrimp or something. So we got a $20 suggested donate.
And that's just
That's
the way it is with inflation.
Because we cannot charge at the door. I had this out with the city. I had this out. We're in a zoned residential area.
Now you can donate as much as you want.
Right. So
It's a
I cannot
suggested
charge at the door.
donation.
It's a rehoming fee.
Right. Same thing. Okay.
How's it going, everybody?
Here's the thing.
Coming in.
I haven't eaten so many days, so long now. And then I don't know what I ate yesterday, but I woke up, I wasn't hungry. So, I didn't eat all day today. And I went in there trying to find something to eat so that I could drink not on an empty belly.
Oh, yeah.
And I couldn't find nothing in there that was carb free. You know what I'm saying? I didn't have no meat sitting around, no bacon, no hamburger, no sausage links, no nothing. So I found pepperoni and I found some mozzarella cheese. I'm like, okay, I'll put some mozzarella cheese on a pan and put pepperonis on it, put it in the oven for 10 minutes. And then it'll, all be melted and then browned on the edges and I can roll it up and make a nice little snack.
Sounds like a nice snack.
I pulled out the mozzarella cheese and I opened it up and it was green and I was just like, ugh.
Yeah, the look on
Now
the face.
I don't want to eat nothing.
I wanted brisket today, but I guess I have to get it tomorrow.
Well, tomorrow, if you want, I can make for breakfast French toast. Or if I order what I already ordered the whole thing from Mark's, I could make the It'll be breakfast, but I was going to do that the day after.
Has to be before 9 because that's when they end.
Oh, you're leaving at 9 a.m.?
By 9. I had to be there by 9.
Yeah, it sucks when you don't have like a traveling companion with you that can go and tend to the show so you can hang out, you know, and stuff like that.
Yep. I lose out. So I put a sign up so I'll be back.
All right, well, what's going on up there?
I'm trying to catch up with the yeah.
Is it mostly just saying hi?
Hi. Yeah, I guess we just get to the bottom.
Yes, Sam Scales is an artist who draws fish and reptiles and flies.
Flies? I guess I've drawn flies before.
You want to tell them what we're doing with the fish this weekend?
Or is
You're gonna go fishing.
Oh, yeah.
Monster pond.
Oh yeah.
the push button? Not my good stuff. Not with my good reels.
No hooks involved. We're going to tie tilapia, pieces of shrimp, to the end of a fishing line, and basically, when the fish bites onto it, he'll fight for a second or two, and then rip up the string through the meat, and but it's going to be nice to hook this fish or that fish. You know?
and you feel it. I mean, you get the fight.
Oh, last time your rod bent like
Yeah,
whoa.
that was good quality rods. We're using little push buttons, right?
We're gonna use the Spider-Man fishing
Yeah,
rod.
Spider-Man fishing pole.
I think I got a princess one for you.
And for those who don't know, I'm a species fisherman, so I go all over the world collecting as many fish as I can by hook and line. These guys are not going to get hooked. So,
Is this the only place you ever got in Arowana?
yeah, because I haven't fished it.
He was lucky enough to hook into Brutus
Yeah.
once.
I'm surprised
Couple
you
times
haven't
I
got them down in Florida. Or down
No,
in-
I've seen
in
one. I
California.
saw one in Florida, and we casted at it, but he was going by real fast. So he didn't see it.
Tyler says you got to record that. We're definitely making a video out of that.
Stingray's a drinking word, Harley says.
Someone thinks it's Sam because they went Sam.
They want to drink.
What's that? You gotta read it like Sam. It's shit.
Okay,
It's
Stingray.
shit.
Why is it the drinking word? Because Sam is our esteemed guest, so I let him pick a drinking word. He came up with Stingray. Well, first he said arapaima. I'm like, it's too long and it's
Some
hard to
people
spell.
can't.
None of the people with the baby stingrays. There's
Could've
going to
said
be
Peter.
a lot of talk.
You could
about
just say
stingrays.
Ray. R-A-Y.
Yeah, we've got 5 or 6 backed up baby Ray
Yeah.
comments
I got
already.
Joanna Nellis says, how many baby stingrays were there? There were 5. Yep, Pancake had more babies.
And yes, I have been stung by a stingray, but not by a freshwater stingray.
Sue Ann, who's Sam? She's
Who's saying?
playing because she knows who the hell you are.
Yeah.
You gotta love her.
What do you guys think of my no
Depth
shave?
charge,
No shave
stingray right
November.
back at you.
See, I don't have this normally. It's no shave November.
Are you looking like almost a
Yeah,
full-grown adult, Sam?
Some of they are mini.
I'm growing
men.
up. I'm growing up.
They
Yeah.
look just like their mama, man. They've got some magnificent patterns.
Yeah, they're beautiful.
Those, yeah,
Josh has got them all traded away.
yeah.
Sorry
She
for the
puts
people
out-
that asked for stingrays for sale. Soon as they had babies, Josh told me that he had already talked to somebody that has a bunch of big fish, and that they wanted to trade. They don't want to get out of the big fish. They want a bunch of baby stingrays and this and that. So Josh made a deal with him already before I guess he was waiting for ours to have babies so that he can make this trade, and he's got a bunch of big fish. So.
Uh-oh.
What kind of big fish?
I don't know the specialty ones, but I know there's 3 arowanas into the group, and they're all over 30 inches.
I guess I'm trying to look like Rich because I have a mullet. Oh, I guess it kind of
Well,
looks.
that's
like
the
a mullet,
way.
right?
That's
It's
the
not
way
really-
the business works at this level. Just
Should I
saying.
do this?
We do more trading than we do
A
buying.
little. What do you guys think of that? Should I do
Now
that?
you look like Pippi Longstocking.
Or Snoop Dogg. It's supposed to be Snoop Dogg.
I mean, I guess you can pull it.
When I was working up at Bird Hawkins in
What's the
Cloverfield,
biggest fish?
I had those braids right at the temple,
Yeah.
like that guy on Hobbit does, that elf. And I
Yeah.
tie them back behind my head to keep my hair back.
The elf that was hanging out with
I had 2 braids right here that hung down like this, if I didn't tie them back.
All right, what was that question? What's the biggest fish right now?
Probably that maroon shark or
Yeah.
one of the catfish.
One of the prune sharks is definitely a little bit bigger than the rest.
They're over 4 foot.
Yeah. And yeah, I agree, Harley.
Gracie says you can do your Princess Leia buns on the side.
That's I'll let Sabu do that. Sabu's probably come by later.
Is he?
David Smith asks how many females are still pregnant, man. There's really no
Hello?
way to tell. I mean, you
Hello?
can guess. They can look like they're pregnant,
Anyone say it yet?
but if
It could be a nurse calling.
They
off.
can
I
sneak
cannot-
up on you.
Not answering.
last time people said, "Oh, we got baby stingrays," I go running for the tank. We're expecting. No, it's over here in this one.
We weren't expecting these at
Yeah,
all.
I wouldn't
Oh,
expect that.
She
Sneak
just
right
had,
up
she
on
just
you.
had babies a few months ago, and then we've got like 4 other pregnant females that we've been waiting months on, and they're still huge and still pregnant. And then
It's the biggest one in there, right?
when he told me we had babies this morning, I'm like, okay, which one is it? The black one? This? No, it was one I did not expect at all. I didn't even know she was pregnant.
That
I've
that
seen
snowstorm black diamond in
Yeah.
there. The babies just disappeared. And I don't think they were eaten. I think she just reabsorbed them or something.
She didn't reabsorb them. She probably had a like a miscarriage or
Miscarriage.
a birth of
And
like
then they were
junk.
consumed
And
by
they were
the
consumed.
others.
Yeah.
That ripsaw cat, he'd eat up anything that's dirty in there. That's why he's in there.
Yeah, he does look like Willie Nelson anyway.
Yeah, I've been accused of that before.
Why you guys
I
call him
would love-
Shotgun Willie?
I
That's
would
Beefcake
love-
Bob.
I would love a chance to sit down and talk with that man. I wish he was a fishy person,
Right?
but I would give my left nut just to know how much he's forgotten
You already
about
gave your
playing
left. You
guitar.
only have one left.
Ah, wrong. No, anyway, for use of a different terminology, I'd like to know just everything he's forgotten about playing guitar.
Actually, I have a friend that was a pirate on the Pirates of the Caribbean
Oh yeah,
franchise. And he invited me to go to Hawaii and film one of the episodes or one of those series.
he'd make a good pirate.
Is he older?
No, he's younger than me, actually.
Right. Well, just be weary of young men asking you to go to Hawaii.
No, I mean it was good. It was good money. You know, if you look like a certain way, you just have to have. I can pull off the pirate.
You pull off a Hawaiian. What the hell?
I can pull off whatever I want. Pull off. Hey, baby.
Yeah, even for extras, I played that game. Even for extras, man.
See,
they
look,
want you to-
look, here's my Johnny Depp face.
yeah.
Dude, really?
Excuse me?
That's your best impersonation? Did you see him lately? He cut off all of his hair. He looks like he's 80.
He looks like back in the when he was doing those 80s movies.
No, he does not look good at all. He looks like an old man ready to die.
Yeah.
Oh, you mean his skinny face?
And no hair now. It's all gray and he's an old man now.
Doobie says the baby stingrays look a little small.
I've been trying to get that out for the last 3 minutes, but you guys wouldn't stop talking.
Well, okay.
And then finally, I give in and I'm like, screw it,
What's
let
up,
them
Alex?
talk. And then you say that.
Shut up, Jerry.
If you guys don't know Alex Cardinal, he was working at a fish store recently. He just quit, so he's getting out of the game for a minute. But he'll get back. He's a good guy.
There you go.
So, Ann says, I can see you as a pirate.
Oh, thank you, Alex Cardinals.
Oh, Alex is here. I thought you were just talking about
No, you made
him. I've known him for a long time.
good guy. One of my Florida peeps.
Candle Dan says, who's older, Jerry or Reaper? Well, being that Jerry is Reaper's dad,
I'm not old enough to be Reaper's dad. Almost.
I don't know. Your mom had you when she was what, 14?
Yeah.
You could father a kid 7 years younger than you.
I was 15 when I had my first.
And Gracie and her gaggle. I have to on Monday. I have to get back on the train to go back to San Diego before Thanksgiving. So hopefully I get there in time for Thanksgiving.
And we're not doing anything for Thanksgiving here, guys. My kids have to go to their girlfriend's parents' house or their wife's parents' house and all that stuff. So it was either hurry up and bust it all into 2 times. They come over here by noon, and I'm done cooking by noon, and then they go over to there, 3 o'clock or something.
Sean.
I don't like any of that. So we were going to do it on the 23rd Sunday, and then that fell through. So now the Thanksgiving's on Thursday. We're going to go ahead and just cook and celebrate on Saturday here.
Alex, come on up, man. We'll give you a grand tour. We'll get you swimming in the pool if you want.
No, man, he ain't gonna make no trip.
So he says, "Hey, Rich and Jerry and some random dude."
Who said that?
I'm some random Sean.
Back up one.
You're Sean.
No, not a bunch.
Sean 4607. Okay. Hey, Jerry and Rich and some random dude. Dude, that is Sam Scales, nature artist.
Oh yeah. Ooh, I love it.
He's world-renowned fisherman. Been all over the globe fishing.
He shows up here, we put him to work. Just another friend.
The dude boy says, "Sorry, I was pretty excited about the baby stingray." Dude, you should have seen us here. We were all like running around, "Oh my God, there's baby stingrays, where?" And we couldn't find them, and we finally get to the tank, and it's Pancake again, and they're all albino. I'm like, "Oh my God, they're gorgeous," but they're only like 3 inches. They're really small.
And the one was sitting right under the gooch's chin.
Okay.
Well, see, what people don't realize is
Gooch was licking his chops.
the goonch is like a nighttime predator, like catfish,
Yeah.
and he won't eat during the daytime.
He's also well fed.
And he's well fed, yes. So if we see baby stingrays, we have enough time to get them out of the tank, which we did, before the goonch would start inhaling them at nighttime.
Yeah.
Speaking of, I was out there and I was watching, the tank with the big tigerfish, the bigger tigerfish.
The 1,000 gallon next to the 4,400, yeah.
The albino guy with the double toes, double
The
foot,
lungfish,
lungfish. He was going after that tinfoil barb really hard.
was he?
Yeah, he was like chasing it all over the place. So he might.
Probably
He might
payback.
need
We need to move him because that tinfoil barb is a nice center water tank, and
Yeah.
we've got nothing but bichers in there. Everything's on the floor, So we need that tinfoil barb in there. That lungfish, he's
The
on the floor
lungfish
also.
needs to go somewhere else.
We can put him somewhere
He's
else.
getting pretty aggressive.
Well, unfortunately, lungfish taste good on the outside. And once the fish realizes that, they keep coming back for a nibble every once in a
Well,
while.
just keep in your mind that tomorrow we got to move that lungfish to somewhere else.
Well, we'll see.
No, there's no we'll see about it.
Well, okay, I don't know.
Look, do you know who I
Until
am?
it's moved.
Do you know who I am?
Yes, I know. who you are.
Do you know who owns this place?
Yes, I know.
Did you hear what I said then? We're moving the lungfish tomorrow. We have plenty of options to put him in, but he's in a tank covered with bichers on the bottom of the tank and a huge tank. So without him there, I can put in a bunch of other, tinfoil barbs, albino barbs, and all kinds of different things, like a small,
Some upper level fish.
some upper level fish and some top level fish. But he goes after everything little, so.
That tigerfish, when's he moving?
See, you don't really want to move a tigerfish. So we keep them in their places. We've got I think, was there 9 of them in the 650 with the
Yeah.
other stingrays? We got 9 in there and we got 1 here. And we want to move them into a big tank, like the 4,400. But I don't want to move them just willy-nilly. So
The 4,400 needs to be at 800. It's like the big staging tank.
well, you know what? Since Rod got his 2 new tanks, I can't compete with people that have the biggest, private
yeah.
tanks around.
Yeah,
And there's people over in Dubai that have tanks that are like,
instead of a giant truck, Rod has a giant tank. It's trying to make up. I don't know what he made up.
a giant neck and a giant tank.
Yeah, moving on.
Okay. Who's the guy in the middle? That's Sam Scales. Jesus. Does no one know who you are?
I know,
In my world, everyone knows who you are. I thought it'd be a big deal.
if you see a guy that looks like me on any other channel, it's probably me. So
I
think the
mistaken you for Micah from the
no.
educational channels.
It's the mustache. It's part of it.
See, everyone knows Sam.
Rod stanks aren't exactly privately owned anymore.
Yeah, no, Matt's just messing around.
Okay, so now we're caught up again. Sam does beautiful artwork. Yes, love your last video. It is really starting to look nice now with every big tank. You know what? I had one guy on there. I just removed him from the channel. I was so Post Up was his name. He was just bitching about everything on every video, and I kept on, you know, just removing the comments. But it wasn't stopping. And then he went on to Reaper's video, and he's like, "Oh, that's some bullshit that they wouldn't give Reaper that cage with that." See, here's the thing: we gave Reaper that what was that? That lizard,
Bearded dragon.
bearded dragon. Reaper wanted it. Reaper likes it. Reaper likes his lizards. And we gave him his last lizard and his last cage. But we're building a reptile area, and we need a few big cages. So we're keeping anyone that comes in. Reaper knew this ahead of time, and he asked me, "Can I have this bearded dragon?" Oh, hang on a second.
Pause.
Ow, 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 ow. Oh, no, it's just because she coughed. We're good. That's my Tracy watching station, everybody. You see Tracy on there. So anyways,
right now.
Oh,
as
Oscar's,
usual.
yeah, Oscar's is missing.
so anyways, we're taking these bigger lizard cages and keeping them, and I've got like 6 lights that match. I've got like 20 of the black lights that, you know, the heat lamps and stuff. I've got everything that we're keeping for a little section of reptile area, and because we do a lot of rescuing, so
Luke having to set up something new every time.
Luke stepped up and gave Reaper almost the same exact tank that we got now. I didn't know he had it, otherwise I'd already bought it from him. But, you know, we gave Reaper a 40-gallon breeder tank and for that lizard, and now Luke gave him one tank just like ours. So now Reaper's got a bigger tank, but see, Reaper's in a small little house, a little trailer home.
Yeah.
So you know, he didn't really need that big a tank. So all the other, even the 40 breeder is just as long as that tank. It's just not as wide and as tall. And you don't really need that with a lizard. You know, as long as he's got the length to go back and forth, he's still good. He's still great, you know. So I ended up, I removed him because he went off on us, you know, this and that, and they're jerks and they're blah, they should go blah, blah, blah. But see, people don't understand, you know.
You know, you spelled my name wrong.
How? Because I don't have the little thing on
Because you
top.
put an E in it, and then there's no Z at the end.
Oh, it's Z, not S. Okay, I put ES, not Z.
It's SCALZ.
Right. I did ES.
You're up, Tyler.
That's so. Bye, Post Up. Camel Dan says, honestly, the only artist I've ever known is that guy Harvey. No offense, Sam.
No, that guy. What's Guy Harvey? He was a friend of mine, Guy Harvey from Florida.
Oh, that was his name, Guy Harvey.
Yeah, he does
Okay.
fishing art.
Okay.
My friend Bill Boyce is his West Coast distributor. So but I don't do the same thing as him. He does fishing art. Guy Harvey does only fishing art.
We draws fishermen.
No, fish like fish that you catch.
Fishing.
Oh,
Fishing.
fishing.
And then after he says this, just wait till my company's about to go
I
live.
tell you, some of the fish that come out of the American waters, man, a brook trout or something like that. That's got to be hard to match them colors.
Yeah, there's some good stuff. Long-ear sunfish.
Yeah, man,
All
all
the
the fish
darters.
everybody knows about, but there's others in the trout that are just magnificent.
Well, the most
All the
beautiful fish,
rainbow
in,
trout, all
most
that kind of
beautiful
stuff.
fish in the U.S. is going to be the darters. You
Little fish.
know, little tiny fish jumping on.
Manny Davies says, Rich, I love the way you've done the fish room. It looks awesome. Well, thank you. We're just putting an effort over here. No, it's non-stop effort. And also, I am down to 278, another pound down. But I might put on a couple pounds this weekend because we're going to cook Sam.
For me, that means I get to eat it home.
That's what I told you. I got the hillbilly breakfast, and like tomorrow morning, if you want, I got the what do you call it? You toast and the eggs. What's it called? French toast.
Toast, egg, bread stuff.
Sometimes I can't pull a word. Okay.
That's okay. Sometimes you don't sleep. So
It goes without asking, but I'm not going to turn down now.
Yeah, and then he was talking shit on Josh, and I was done with that dude. I put up with a bunch of shit for a long time.
Hey, he does it for the attention, and you're still giving him attention for it.
No, now he cannot write nothing on. He can still see our videos. He just cannot post on them. You know.
Yeah, well, he's seeing the attention he's getting. Ignore him. He's a ghost.
Tyler Kerr says, I know Sam, I've been waiting on one of his artwork for life for a beta fish Mona and Taka from Mona. But I can't afford it yet, but I know who Sam Scales is. I got you, brother. How much do you sell your reprints for?
the reprints are cheap. But
All right, how much?
they're affordable. Right now at the show, they're starting at $7 up to
$7, Tyler? Tell him what you want. He'll make you a print of it.
I have to reprint. If I'm making an original, it's gonna pay money.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
I think my original started about 125. So.
Yeah, I'm wondering somebody don't have no place to hang it up anyway.
I've got, what, 5 of your...
Yeah, 5 prints. You have one original and 4 prints.
I have an original?
I think so.
Damn, I feel mighty special over here.
I think somebody parted with one of your originals.
Trade them for rent.
No, I've never gotten rid of anything I've gotten from Sam.
No,
I hung them on my walls.
well, no, Skyler took one.
No, that was something that Sam gave Skylar.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
His
would.
mistake.
I would not give. If somebody does art and they give me something, I'm not going to give it away. It's like a
I didn't say you gave it away. I said they took it.
Bathing diamonds, bathing in diamonds says, pretty sure Reaper gets everything he asks for and always has. Why people want to try to start drama? Just overlook them poor souls. Yeah. We got to understand, we were getting a lady that was giving us $3,000 like every 3 months. I've never had a donation like this before. And it went on for like, I don't know, I think I got 3 donations, every few months, a total of 3. So $9,000. And then she sent the last one in and she said, can I ask you a favor and please give this to Reaper for a new car? So we kept that $3,000 and then we opened up a GoFundMe to help Reaper and we brought him up. We got him all the way up to $7,000. So $4,000 GoFundMe and, $3,000 the lady donated. And we helped him buy the car that he has now. And, he's been driving it ever since. And then, him and his wife broke up and all this. And I had to buy a trailer home for him so that he had a place to live because he was used to paying $400 rent where he was. And you can't find that now. So he's in a trailer park now. And I bought a trailer home for $17,000. And I'm letting him pay me $400 a month. And at the end, whenever that $400 adds up to where it's paid off, I got my $17,000 back. I'm just going to sign the deed over to him, So, I mean, yes, Reaper gets what he asked for. I always help Reaper, So that's how it is. But I want you to know that lady never once contacted us again and never donated
I don't
again.
think it had anything to do with Reaper.
Well, no. Listen, there were a bunch of people saying, "Why are you not giving Reaper that $3,000?"
That bullshit.
Hang on.
Stop.
Please
I know
stop.
that
Please
part.
stop. Hello? We're on the live stream. What? Well, you can if you want. Jerry can go out there and do it. Send them by. Jerry can go out there and do it. Me and Sam can run the show.
Yeah.
All right, bye. Tours are on the way, Jerry. So, anyways, here's a little drama that built up with that. I didn't give Reaper that $3,000 right away from that lady. It was in the account, and we started the GoFundMe. So it was like a month later before we gave Reaper all the money, and let him go buy his car. And people were freaking out. I can't believe OFR's keeping your money, Reaper. That lady said it was for you and blah, blah, blah. And they started all kinds of drama and just bullshit. You know, well, of course we never did that. But here's the option. The lady saw this and was like, oh my God, I'm not sending them no more money. Or second option, the poor lady passed on or something, you know,
somebody took over her finances for her.
something like that, anything,
Yeah,
some
I
things like
figure
that
that's
happen.
what happened. Anyway, I got a tour to go to, folks. Now I'm off screen. Hello there.
But they're not here now.
They're
When
gonna
they
be-
come to the door,
they're gonna be here.
they'll be here.
Oh, you've got the door, yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm used to getting up and waiting for them.
I got Camel Dan says, Rich, I started your diet this week. I'm down 5 pounds. You know what? I took what you're doing, the carnivore diet, and then I kicked it in its ass. I'm not eating 3 times a day. I'm only eating twice, and I'm eating very small amounts, very small portions of just meat or eggs, you know? So I'm losing a lot more than that, you know, but good, you know, good going. You lost 5 pounds. That's awesome.
That starts five at a time. Even if it's one at a time,
Okay.
as long as it goes down.
Who's this? Lars Brennan says, can you keep the pink dolphins from the Amazon?
No.
No,
And
not
I
even.
will-
There's
I
not
will
even a
hunt
zoo.
you down if you do.
There's not even a zoo in the world that has this.
No.
All right, explain
No,
why.
they stay
They
in the
can't-
Amazon, what's little left of them.
Can't be shipped, and
Yeah,
they
you-
can't be in
You
captivity.
can't transport them, and they're very
No.
particular to where they live. You know, they know every spot where they live.
One time
Oh, wait.
somebody
Go ahead.
One time somebody asked Rich how much he'd take for Brutus, and Rich said over $1 million because you'd have to buy the whole property to take him because we're not going to move
Yeah, you
him.
can't move.
There's a 90% chance of killing him when he's that big.
Right,
How is Josh doing?
And
No.
dolphins are 10 times worse.
right. Okay, here, guys, we got to stop. We're past it's 6:35. You know, 6:30 is the Tracy update.
Okay, go for you, Tracy.
So we got to
Team
pause this right
Tracy.
now. And now we're on to the Tracy update. This week has been so crazy because we had a nurse quit on us, and you know, all these other nurses are, you know, like our weekend nurse. She called off this entire weekend. Our night nurse from the weekend filled in daytime during the week because our daytime nurse called off, like, I think it was Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. So I don't know who's coming, when, where, how, why. I don't know. I'm just crazy because I did my 16-hour shift on Tuesday. I got 3.5 hours sleep in between, did another 16.5-hour shift, and got a little bit tipsy Thursday night when Sam was here. And
Just a little.
I went to sleep because my night nurse came at 11, and I woke up and that was that, you know. So I haven't drank since, but now it's Friday and it's live stream, so I got my 3 drinks on. I allowed myself, and 1, 2, and 3, just like Sesame Street. So, you know, I've got responsibilities. I got to cook in the mornings. I got to take care of, you know, Sam while he's here. I got, you know, no, seriously, getting ready for you guys saw today's video. I've been running around crazy, getting all kinds of stuff done. Today, I went out there and I'm like, oh, Sam's here, he'll help me. And you were gone. So I emptied that trailer by myself and kept on doing that. And then I went around, I air blowed all the walkways, and I moved some stuff out of people's way so that the walkways were open more and stuff like that. But I did not get the trailer moved today, but that'll be okay because Reaper's coming in the morning at 6 o'clock, and we have to finish emptying that trailer. We're going to put it all in the grass right next to it, and then he's taking the trailer and going to southern Columbus today or tomorrow. So then that'll be okay. But anyways, let's get back to Tracy. She's been doing really good, but the problem is, like, we get these temporary nurses and they come in and they're like, oh, well, they're from, you know, this nursing home or that nursing home, and they're used to, you know, we'll change this, change it. See, we don't. Her trach mask, we get 1 a month. We wash that. We put it in the dishwasher and disinfect it. And, you know, blah, blah, blah. So I have 2 of them right now. And, you know, the nurse comes in and throws it away, and we're screwed. We're like, oh, my God, what are we going to do now? you know, and then she changes like the belly tube. We only get 4 of those a month, so once a week we change that. You know, we keep it clean. And the nurse yesterday, she's like, "Oh, it was dirty, so I changed it." I'm like, "Oh my God, you just screwed us." Do not to Temporary nurses do not have the ability to change out items. Use it, wash it, clean it, whatever, but don't change it out. We have a nurse on Friday days does the day shift change outs, and then we have our night nurse, and she is avid about every Sunday she does her change outs of what she does. So those 2 nurses got it worked out so we don't waste stuff. But these new nurses coming in, they're like, "Well, that's what we do there. Every day we toss it out." Well, like, yeah, well, we're not a nursing home and we don't get the supplies you get. We get what we get, and that's it.
You gotta make them last.
Not as much backup stuff here.
Right. So, other than that,
room for backups.
with all these new people, like there was a nurse today that I've never seen before. She was with Carol, which is usually our Saturday night nurse, is filling in daytime today for our daytime nurse that called off. So, you know, everything's confusing, and I don't even know if I have a night nurse coming tomorrow. I know I got a day nurse, but that's it. And you know, I already done my nights, you know, Tuesday and Wednesday, and then you know, we got Sunday and all these other. I got to do an hour here, or you know, from the day nurse leaves at 3 o'clock every day, and the night nurse comes at 11. I have to fill them in every day, all the time. So I mean, it's just getting confusing because there's so many nurses calling off, and a nurse quit, and we got new nurses coming, and it's crazy and confusing. And poor Tracy has to.
Talk about disciplining as well.
Really? Can I finish my?
Oh man, don't
Pass it down. So, anyways, Tracy's the one paying for this because you know she's sitting there, she's flopped around. You know, I go in there one day, and I come in from working outside, and I come in and I just check on Tracy because it's you know the one night nurse that is here during the day, and Tracy's turned all the way on her side, and she's curled up into like a fetal position, and the trach mask is pulled off her side, so she's not getting her oxygen, and she's coughing into nothing, and fluid's getting everywhere. I'm like, what are you doing? I'm like, you don't have to turn her all the way on her side. All we do, we have her on her back for, you know, 2 hours, and then we lift up, we pull the sheet this way, and she turns a little bit. She's on one butt cheek now. And then we'll pull it back the other way. You don't have to go all the way on her side. When she does that, she will curl up in the fetal position, and, you know, now she's hitting her head on the bars on the side of the bed. Don't do this. Don't do this. So I had to, you know, keep teaching these nurses and all this stuff, and it's poor Tracy that's going, you know, and having to suffer on this. I can't watch her 24/7. I do have to take care of the house. I do have to take care of the laundry. I've done like 5 loads today. I do have to help out there in the fish room. I do have to, you know, help clean out there because, you know, if Jerry had his way, and no, Jerry's a good guy and he does a lot of good things around here. But if he had his way, beside every fish tank, there would be a food jug of what he feeds that fish tank and a bucket, and he'd have his tanks and his you know, nets and everything he uses for that tank care next to each tank. And I go out there, I'm like, Jerry, all the nets go here. That's where they belong. You use it, put it back, you know. Jerry, stop with all this food, you know, blah, blah, blah. And I've got one tub I feed like the main cichlids, and then here's a tub of this stuff, and here's a tub of that stuff. And you got to get little scoops of it and take to the fish tank. And so I'm forever, because Jerry's way, I mean, it may be more practical and easier for him, but it makes the place so sloppy looking, you know. So I'm forever out there cleaning up and cleaning that stuff, and then, you know, putting things back where they belong, because I'm a true believer in, you know, this remote is on this table all the time. I never lose it because it's always there. But, you know, sometimes I'll come in and the remote's sitting over there on the bed or something. I'm like, I have to look for it for 10 minutes. No, put something, if you come in and use something, put it back where you got it from, you know, period. There's a place for everything around here. And I don't know. How did I get off onto that from the Tracy update?
Oh no.
Let's go back to the Tracy update. So, anyways, Tracy's actually doing really good. Okay, she's coughing up on her own. She's doing. I haven't had to go in internally now for like a long time. She's coughing up all the phlegm on her own. She's doing a good job. I mean, she's just she may be gaining a few pounds. Latrice noticed that the other day, and because I was like, man, her belly is really full and extended, and she goes, yeah, I think she gained a few pounds, so we may have to pull a couple lunches here and there. I say lunches because breakfast you get all of her pills with it, and then dinner she gets all of her afternoon pills with it. So lunch is the only thing we don't give medication with. We can pull a lunch here, a lunch there. So we're going to have to weigh her now and see, if she's like 110 and more, we can pull a few lunches for, a couple months and see, bring her back down, because she was about 106. Her normal weight is 99 to 101. So 106, she's got a little extra on, and that's fine. But, 120, it just makes our life harder, and she's thick, So, we gotta monitor that kind of stuff all the time. But other than that, she's doing really good, and she's had her a lot of moments of clarity, and she'll just look at me, and I'll tell her stories and talk to her about her grandkids and all this stuff, and she just looks at me intently. I have to kiss her on her forehead when she does that. She's just staring right at me, listening to me. I feel the connection again, so I have to kiss her on the forehead every time. But she's doing really well. She's doing good. Let me see, anything else? We've had no problems with any of the supplies. We're doing good. Yeah, there's really nothing else to tell about it. She's doing good. She still hasn't had no visits from any of her family. And, I want to say it online. Her family's a piece of shit. I'm sorry. It's been 4.5 years. For one, I've got no help from any of them. I reached out with an olive branch and put that on there that they can come and see her. And I get a call from her sister who bitches me out, for keeping her sister from her. I'm like, look, I divorced her in 95. If she wanted to get a hold of you, I didn't see her for like 9 months. She was gone, living with her boyfriend. You know what I'm saying? So don't yell at me. I don't keep her from anybody. She wanted away from that low life world, basically. So anyways, so yeah, they're out. No, I got no help with that. So my family is the only one taking care of her. And it's me, her ex-husband. What the hell? How is it that her ex-husband's taking care of her and got custody of her and done everything and took in? She's been home for 4.5 years now, and she's not had one bed sore. In the what's that, 7 months she was at the nursing home, she got septic twice and had to go to the hospital. She had multiple bed sores. This is nursing homes.
Yeah,
and this ain't a nursing home here. This is, Big Rich, who gets drunk, can still take care of her better than the nursing homes. That's crazy to me. That's insane to me. But we're gonna keep on taking care of her. So you guys ain't got nothing to worry about. She's my little baby, and she deserves to know her grandkids. And I mean, it's just simple caring. If you care about somebody, So, anyways, let's go on to the Josh update. As you guys have seen, Josh has been walking on his feet against my wishes. The doctor said you can put about half your weight on your feet. You know what Josh tells me? Well, if one foot down and the other foot down, there's half on each foot, right?
Yeah.
Like, no, Josh, that's not what he means. Half your weight on both feet, and please stay off of it for a little bit. You can use it to scoot your chair, do all that. You can put a little bit of weight on them here and there. It's easier to transfer from your chair to your thing. He's like, no, doctor said half my weight, and that's on each foot. I'm like, Josh, you're pushing things, and you know what? The last thing you need is to have a re-break of any one of the fractures in your ankles, because the doctor said it was like sawdust in there, So
Yeah, that's terrible.
yeah, so
But he's walking around like this.
he is being careful, but yet he's still pushing it way more than what the doctor said.
It's too much.
I wish he wouldn't.
He almost hurt himself outside.
And we've all been there, done that. We're gonna fight it.
We're just trying to keep. I go. I'm right here. You don't need to try to lift this tank.
And the doctor threatened to put me in a body cast if I didn't stay off of it.
Yeah, he's so used to
doing things,
doing everything, and blah blah blah, and he's like, get out of my way. And now you're like, sit there, Josh. Let me lift this for you.
We were lifting the tank, or he was trying to lift. I go, I got it, Josh. And he's like, no, it's okay. I already have it. And then the other guy,
he lifts a tank And then his
The other
theory
guy
is
messed up. The other guy made a mistake.
half of his weight on this foot, half his weight on that foot, and then you're lifting a tank. That's putting more weight on both feet. So even his theory don't work then. You know?
Yeah, so they just misunderstood each other, and he like kind of fell over because he doesn't have the capacity to stay
I told
balanced.
little Laura, I'm like, how do you like daddy's boots he's wearing? And you know, she looked at me and I'm like, they're Iron Man boots. He's gonna fly any minute now.
Unless there's they look. I told him to paint them red and yellow. Red and
Right.
Yeah, right.
So other than that, he's stubborn. He's just stubborn. That's all I can say. Love him to death, but stubborn as shit. Josh,
Baby
RoboCop,
Ray's,
where you at?
everybody.
I still gotta get some brisket. City barbecue.
Well,
that's
how about
good.
this? We can get brisket tomorrow during the daytime from one of the sandwich shops. But I got chicken in there. I can make shredded chicken sandwiches with city barbecue sauce.
I can do that. I always come and eat city barbecue. That's one of my things that I always do when I come here.
Okay. Have you had the Mr. Heroes here?
No. Oh yeah. Yes, I have.
You have? Okay.
And
What
the
up?
Rays are piling up there.
Drink up, everybody.
Rays.
Keep for every raise that you put up.
I have a tour to do. So.
All right. Also, today's video was it was 11 minutes. Okay. You got to understand. I was drinking with Sam last night and I did not have enough video. So at 4 o'clock in the morning, I upload this video. I had to go to the last video to get me to say, stay fishy, my friends. I had to edit that little bit and copy that to this video because I didn't even have an ending for the video.
Wow.
So I put together this thing and then put it up there real quick, like at
It seemed to work.
6:30 in the morning. I was done with editing and doing everything this morning, and at 7 it got released. So, I mean, I'm sorry, but when weekends come in where people are coming in and we're doing things, it's harder to get the videos out. So that was another thing Post Up said was the videos are getting shorter and blah blah blah. You know, so. Gracie says
We got
city
people-
barbecue is the
We
best.
got people talking food now.
Mhm.
Dang it.
Oh yeah, I'm hungry.
Why you danging it?
Because they do this.
I
to
love
me
talking
every
about food or
weekend.
music and TV
I know.
shows and stuff.
Yeah, well, I get hungry.
Sorry about your luck, old man.
I got to bitch about something or I ain't happy. I haven't tried a Roman burger.
You've never had a Roman burger?
No.
Dude,
I've heard you suggest them to other people, but
Say
I've never
what?
had one.
do you know what a Roman burger is?
I've had Mr.
Damn.
Heroes, but I ordered one.
You
something
had it
else.
once in your life. Did you like it?
I didn't order one of the
The
Roman
Canadian
burgers.
bacon on top of a hamburger.
It does sound good.
And then they have the potato wafers with the cheese sauce. Oh my God, it's so good.
You know, I like a Cuban burger.
What's a Cuban burger?
So down in South Florida, they have a lot of Cubans out there. They make a Cuban burger. It's like real meat. You know, it's not like a patty. It's like put together so it's not like perfectly circle. And then they do shredded French fries, like a layer of shredded
Like tater
potatoes.
tot stuff.
Kind of like that, yeah.
Okay.
And then
Suzanne suggests
It's
like hash
DoorDash.
browns.
it's perfect.
No,
It has a little bit of Cuban sauce or something.
wipe out my wallet doing DoorDash.
Well, I'm going to have to turn you both on to a Roman burger again because I miss them and I live here.
You gonna buy one tonight?
How about
Don's Diner.
night? You know, are you hungry tonight?
Oh well, gotta eat something sooner or later.
I'm not as hungry.
Krispy Kreme
Yeah.
donuts as buns. Oh, that's
Well,
nice.
it's 6 of one, half dozen of the other. I'll take one if somebody's buying one. But
I have
last time we had a conversation like this, one of the people online bought us some stuff, and that's not what I'm encouraging.
No, he's begging for it for sure.
Yeah,
He's
okay.
begging.
any of you guys
Somebody send me some.
ice cream people because I have a crew in all the other shows we do, and we do ice cream. We all get together and we have ice cream. We're off the clock, right?
Really?
A few
And
groups like that.
yeah, I can't remember where Harley took us to a place in. I think it was Colorado or something.
Oh, Brittany Zibilis sent in $10
Thank
on
you,
a
Brittany.
super
Hi,
chat.
Brittany.
Happy belated birthday to our Marie Dean.
Thank you. I didn't even know it was Marie Dean's birthday. Happy birthday, Marie. Or Marie Dean. I said Marine.
Good to see Brittany on
all
there.
together in one word. So this ice cream we had was on a donut, on a warm donut.
Oh,
It's just
that sounds amazing.
Yeah, but I can't hardly would remember. I don't know if it's on.
Well, you know what? Every place has their spot, you know, in their town. But, you know, when we talk about ice cream, we just talk about flavors.
Yeah.
Because there's nothing better than vanilla bean to me.
Real vanilla bean.
Right.
Good stuff. That's what we're not talking about putting like vanilla sauce. We're talking
I don't
about
know,
scraping the vanilla bean.
Yeah.
You gotta scrape the vanilla bean.
Butter pecan is pretty close.
I prefer pistachio over butter pecan.
Oh, no.
Pistachio is interesting.
Stephen Bundleck is here, my buddy from New York. He says, Roman burgers followed by Josh's homemade banana pudding. Great memories of my visit to OFR.
Nice.
Ah. Awesome.
Nice.
Now, I hate to ruin the mood, but
On the strip.
today, Paco started swimming in circles
Yeah,
and he went upside down.
unfortunately.
He is passing.
Tacos.
He hasn't passed yet. He's too big to put him out of his misery by putting him in the freezer or giving him, some clove oil.
No, you would need a firearm to do that. He's good.
Right. So he's in there, and we tried everything for the last 3 days. Nothing is helping him. He is just dying. He's passing of old age. Organ shutdown type thing, and he's not doing well. So Paco is finally going to pass, and he was our biggest one because we lost Big Betty. What was that, a few months back?
Yeah.
And now Paco was he's the big boy on the charts now. He's holding the record, and he's going to pass. Steven, I'm sorry, buddy.
Yeah, he was. I was talking to him a little bit ago. He was in the corner. He's there. He's
There,
hanging
and he
out.
swims a little bit, and then he sits there, and you can just see he's in pain.
He's just hanging out. He's like,
He's still breathing good, but he's
Yeah,
on his side or he's
it's
upside
not
down.
his normal stress behavior.
No, and there's nothing wrong with them. There's no sickness.
he's got the whirlies.
They'll lay on the bottom every time they get stressed, but this isn't a normal stress.
I saw him go full.
He's
A full
definitely.
turn.
Yeah.
He's definitely passing old age
Swim
and
like-
organ shutdown. So I'm sorry
Hey,
to break
fish-
that to you, Steven.
Fish don't live forever.
Well, see, that's the thing here. All of our fish we got, and they're all huge. You know what
They're already
huge
old.
means? They're already at the
Yeah.
end of their life cycle. That's as big as they're going to get,
But in the wild, that would be the call for everybody else to let them know.
Start
that-
eating them.
Yeah,
Yeah.
to recycle it.
Feed off
That's
my body.
that's the death dance they call it.
This is my body.
He's already dead. He just don't know it yet.
Poor guy. He's been my buddy for a long
Well,
time.
from our sensibilities, yeah.
Look at my thing's green, so I'm green screening a little bit.
And,
Yeah, I want to make these see the color of the green behind us? I want to take patches of that and put big circles on us
Yeah.
so that we have a hole in our chest for everybody.
so you can see the fish through our
Right.
Through our,
remember the movie with in the Hobbit series where that Gremlin or whatever, the gnome,
yeah.
he says,
Gollum.
"Hey, meat's back on the table, guys." I just had that imagined in my head, but
You know what just hit my head?
this and that.
You holding the staff saying, "Thou shalt not pass."
Yeah, I get stuck with that.
We gotta dress him up next Halloween.
That's my bad answer when people tell me I'm late. Yeah, wizard is never late. He's exactly where he's supposed to be when he's supposed to be.
Steven says, could never thank OFR enough for saving him back in 2020. We've had him for 5 years now. That's it. Seems like so much longer. Yeah, Paco came from Stephen Bundlick's apartment he had the penthouse apartment in New York, and we pulled up on the sidewalk and we brought out
Wow.
rollers and a tub, and we go up to his place and we drain water, fill the tub up, and we put the fish in there, and the tub overflows. And his wives were all worried about getting the water up real quick, of course. And then we take Paco on a ride on the elevator. And bring them down. And then we roll them on out. The whole thing is rolling on the sidewalk. It's like, it's just rattling and rocking and
Really
rolling.
oxygenating that water.
Right. We get him to the van and we get him up in the tub and stuff like that. And Steven said his goodbyes and stuff like that. So Paco came from a penthouse apartment. And he got to live
high
here.
altitude sickness.
He got to live here in a 3,000 gallon for a long time, and then that pool for about 2 months, and now back into a 3,000 gallon for the last month or so, and now he's moving on.
But we'll memorialize.
Yeah. Sue Ann says, Steven, I drank from the forget about it mug last time I thought of you.
Forget about it.
Steven sent us 4, because when you leave New York, there is a road sign that says forget about it. And it's spelled that way, it ain't spelled correctly,
It's like a one-word thing.
If you read one word, you pronounce it out exactly the way it's supposed to be said.
Yeah.
And so Steven sent us 4 mugs, coffee mugs. They're still in there. So Sue Ann just, she says, I drank from the forget about it mug last time and thought of you. I took a pic.
That's good.
So yeah, we've had, this year was the year that we lost a lot of our
Older stuff.
what do you want to call them? Our mascots here.
Key,
Yeah.
key species.
Yeah.
Ones you've had for a long
Brutus,
The
Big Betty,
gold,
and now Paco.
the gold Dorado told me.
Oh yeah, the gold Dorado.
That was one of my
big
favorite. I have some great videos.
We got a smaller one of them.
Yeah, but he ain't.
He ain't as big.
He ain't gold either. He's kind of silvery.
Yeah, that wood cat, that wood, firewood cat.
Oh, the firewood. He was huge.
Yeah,
He was
and he's
4
hard-
foot.
Oh, so he did
he's
lose
awesome
him.
over their place.
I was looking for him. I'm like, I don't see him.
Yeah, we
You
lost
didn't tell
him.
me.
Yeah.
It's hard when everything gets 3 and 4 foot. They're at the end of their life cycle. They don't get no bigger, and then we have to endure not only rescuing them and taking care of them forever, but then we have to endure them dying because they're already old.
They're like family when you get
Yeah.
them around a lot.
They live until something kills them. Right?
They live and then they die.
Organs do give up after a while. Believe me, my body's eating itself. No.
Yeah, he weighs like 30 pounds now.
Oh, God, man. I used to be 180 before I got that cancer.
Okay, so Rude Hobby says, "Hey guys, too bad about the pocket." Well, yeah. Fun to see that all the projects you said you were going to fix are finished since the last time I asked. What are the next upcoming projects? Well,
when was the last time you asked?
today, since we got that lizard cage into where the tortoise is, today I put down his double light and hooked up his UVB bulb and the spotlight. So now he has a place to bask on top of a rock under the light. I have to move over the heating pad and the doghouse heater I have on that side. And then I have to block this off halfway so that I can cover this with plastic so that he's nice and comfortable and warm. The doghouse heater keeps it at like 75, 80. And then the basking spot will bring it up to 95. And he's good all winter. Problem is, it's hard to feed him with that plastic on there. So, I got to make a way to lift the plastic up or have a feeding hole covered with plastic that I can open up and drop some food in, type thing. So we're working on that right now. I did a lot of that today. I got the light hooked up. I got the heating thing hooked up. Tomorrow I'm going to move the doghouse heater over and the heating pad for under the rock. And then I can put up a piece of wood there and I can dismantle all this wood that's gone over that way. That curves, slightly over to the side. And we can eliminate all that and make that little tortoise spot smaller. It'll still be 8 by 3 foot, which is bigger than what we used to have him in last winter. So 8 by 3 foot is still pretty good for him for the winter time. On summertime, we've got that, what was it, 10 by 10 doghouse area.
Yeah.
He's got his own, house to go into out there and his heater out there.
Makes
But
a good lawnmower.
he did make a good lawnmower. So that's our next project. Also, getting the glass for the 4,000 gallon tank and putting that in is our next project.
Yeah.
We have the 240 now. Sam wasn't here today, so I had no help. But there's going to be a bunch of people here tomorrow all day touring, so we need to move that 240 out of that hallway, and carry it outside. I cleaned off the stand today, and I emptied out the trailer today and brought in all the lizard stuff where we wanted it. And so I just have to move the 240, and then once it's moved, I can move that stand, that black shelf with all the medicine on it, over to the end of the 540, where the door will open and it won't hit the tank. That's that we're going to do first thing in the morning tomorrow. But I guess you're leaving by 9,
Yeah.
so you won't be here to help. And I get,
That's the busy day for me there. So
well, I'm supposed to have gotten 2 community service people today, and no one showed up to help me, so I couldn't do that. I can't move that shelf by myself. It's really, you need someone to hold the shelf while someone else puts straps around the legs and pulls it. I can do the pulling and carry all the weight, but I need somebody to hold that shelf to keep it like.
Hey, I'm supposed to have a tour coming in a few minutes. Just grab the tour and have them help you.
Right.
right, you can do that.
There's no light out there. We
Someone asked
couldn't
about
do
the
it
other project.
anyway.
You're asking about the
You
project.
turned off the fish tank lights already?
No, like there's
Okay,
no
good
lights outside
So
Alright.
someone did ask
out in the
about that.
driveway. That's why I want you, when they get here, I need to know so I can catch them at the gate and guide the way down the driveway.
The paddlefish need to
gotta
be held
get
like
that
that.
damn-
It does not hurt them.
We need to get a damn,
The paddlefish need to be held like that. It does not hurt them. They need to be slapped into the water, because when they pull them out of water, they kind of go into a zen type thing, and you have to throw them back in the water hard to get them to breathe again. So we're doing what's right. Don't worry about it.
calling you during the live stream. Nash.
Okay, Steven sent a message. Big Rich, if you get a chance, please take a picture of him before he passes and send it to me. I'd like to see him one last time.
You
We
don't
do
want
that.
to see him like that.
We'll definitely do that for you,
I have a
Steven.
video.
No problem.
Good luck.
He's all pink right now.
Yeah, I'll
he's,
send him an old picture.
He's got like the blood shot on
I'm
him.
sure we've got him on film. Without, I'm gonna take a picture of him with all those lesions and stuff.
You got a nurse in.
I got a nurse
Got a
here.
nurse.
When did she show up?
I don't know. Go ask her.
She's out there with her. I can turn this off. I'm not gonna ask her nothing.
I'd make sure she's a nurse. Not somebody.
It's a nurse I recognize.
Somebody-
Stop it.
She's just
Yeah,
wearing a
somebody
leather
from a
jacket.
tour's in
It ain't like your buddy that's out there,
You know, who's this person?
Tracy's room is
just
not
giving her a
part of
bad
the tour.
pat.
I'm gonna go check on him actually, if you don't mind.
No, go ahead.
Be right back. Oh, by the way, you want to talk about the snake tank? In case someone asked about that.
Snake tank? The
Yeah.
Dwight Howard tank?
Yeah.
Okay.
Somebody asked about that. So we were talking about updates.
Oh, there's more. Here you go. I don't know who that is. Let me click on it.
At D.
That's Steve, depth charge.
Depth charge.
Depth
Happy
charge,
Fishy Friday. Raise.
It's the Rays.
What did I do with my vape?
Matthew says, "Is Jerry saying he's Gandalf?" Oh yeah, he is. You can see Jerry every day when you walk into the fish room. He'll be standing there with the staff saying, "Thou shall not pass."
I did Gandalf for Halloween one year with a bunch of friends. We all did characters from the series. It was great. We had some great hobbits. We had a couple of different striders that were just great. We didn't have any somebody to play the bad guy. There's one great white wizard. Wasn't Gandalf. I can't remember his name now. But it was a great Halloween. We had
Oh, here's a good question. Contrast New York says, "Have you heard from Matt's Monster Fish?" No, not in a long time. We got his he called it 1,000 gallon. It was a 750, but with his, sump underneath, 300 gallon, it was 1,000 gallon total. But we got a 750 from him. We bought it so that he'd have a down payment to put on his car, and he bought his car. And now him and his kid are doing, car shows all the time, and he's got his, I think it's a Mustang. So. Gracie says the senior retirement community for fish. That's basically what we are. When we rescue these big fish, they are already at the end of their life cycle,
I'm retired.
Okay, I can throw the rest in the snow and, put them out of their misery. I can't do that to you.
No. I still put up a fight on that one.
It's cold, Rich. I need my blanket.
I'd be the cat that put Fred Flintstone out for the night.
The saber tooth. Camel Dan says, what are you doing with the emerald green snake tank? Well, we're still waiting on Preston's going to come over. He's got the emerald green tree boa for us. We already paid him. Everything's done. But, we have to set up this tank. So Preston wants a live ground. So we're mixing sand with earth and all kinds of other stuff and putting plants in there, all live plants and stuff that we don't have to water and that kind of stuff, and having a live ground so that we can have, things walking around like potato bugs and, all these other things and, whatever kind of livestock can go in with this emerald tree boa. And
Put together a living system for
right. And then we're having the front is going to be the fish tank. So it's a matter of time. And we know the emerald tree boa will go into the water, of course, when it's shedding and this and that. Of course, we're not worried about that. So we're just waiting on that to happen. Right now, that's not a priority. The priority was getting things ready for the OCA weekend and Sam. So I had to wash all of his, in that bedroom, there's a queen size bed and towels and stuff like that. I had to wash everything from Sue Ann and Deb Charge stayed here a couple weeks ago. So I washed everything this week and got it ready for Sam. So Sam's got clean, fresh sheets, and I put out the dragon, comforter on top and all that stuff,
Full dragon. We're talking.
So, and then our thing this week was to get this tank moved inside because it dropped down to 29 degrees outside. It could crack the acrylic. So because acrylic shrinks with coldness, and an 8-foot long tank will shrink and crack a corner. So we had to get it inside. We got the 240 in, we got the 540 in. And the 540 today, we just moved the medicine shelf out of the way and moved it all the way over to where now it's on flat ground. We don't have to shim it up and we can fill it up. We just have to get the medicine shelf on this side to where the door opens up and hits the medicine shelf. That'll be tomorrow when I have help. So as soon as a couple people are here, we can move that 240. We can move it outside for the weekend, and then the aisle will open up. So we do things by order of importance and what's going on.
Sounds like the solution.
What?
Sounds like a tourist.
We heard something out in front,
Let me look.
door shutting or something.
No. Shutting. People don't just walk in. There's nobody here.
Wonder where that tour is.
Then you go here.
They come at night, man. You can't get the monster pond with any decent perspective at night.
Okay.
Gotta see it during the day.
Yeah, we need like lights up.
Yeah, there's no cars in the driveway. There's nobody here.
So,
Could be the next door neighbor on this side. Came home and
Yeah.
got out of their car.
Oh yeah, well his car's right there, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah.
You're asking where it came from.
I just positioned the house a little.
Sam came from Sam's mom.
Yeah.
Came from my mom.
What kind of question is that?
You guys want to know where I came from? I'll tell you where I came from. I came from San Diego, California.
Yeah, he drove. I didn't. You didn't drive a train. He rode a train all the way from California here for the last 3 days. Ouch, ow, 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 ow.
But I just came from the OCA right now from the extravaganza.
Ohio Cichlid Association Extravaganza. Now it's a once a year show that's right down a mile from us, and it's not the show that's great. You know what's great about it is everybody, they book the whole hotel and it's booked solid. So you can go to the first floor and you can walk down the aisleways and everybody's got their doors open and we sell nothing but driftwood. It's like a swap meet. Yeah. In hotel rooms, you know, so you walk into different people's hotel rooms and you're just buying their stuff and looking at their stuff.
It actually goes up 4 floors this year.
Yeah. It's crazy.
Going on there.
I don't know. Just leave it alone. See, if I go up there, I can't hit close. My mouse disappears. I cannot hit it. It'll disappear in a minute. Anyways, is that your phone? My phone?
That's just calling me.
Oh, that's your.
Oh, that means the tour's here. Coming.
Yeah.
Ask him or answer it.
Hey, Josh.
Okay, Brittany put out Tracy's story. Thank you, Brittany. That's awesome of you. Any suggestions to keep a birdhouse warm
Thank
for
you.
a rescued Turkish dog? They have small little doghouse warmers. Look them up, doghouse warmer, and it's a little heater
Yes.
that you put inside the
I'll
doghouse.
meet him at the
And you
gate
set the
because
temperature.
I meet him at the gate because there's no light out there. I don't want people bouncing off the trailer. All right. Juggle out.
At some point, I have to get back to the show too to make some money. I need to make some money.
Actually, I'm gonna step out front and take a couple hits off a cigarette before they get here.
Gross. Dominic says, how many people have worked for you over the years? Nobody has ever worked for me. I don't pay anybody. So there's been millions of.
I'm the highest paid volunteer here.
I have a bunch of voluntold. Tell them what to do.
Is that what happens? I'm a voluntroll.
You're voluntold.
Oh, voluntold.
We get paid in snacks.
Okay.
You get paid in food.
Juggle well, everybody. Say hi, my fishy friends.
See, what you guys don't know is Jerry will do anything for food.
Oh. I'm not leaving that part in shot. I owe you one.
Okay. Oh shit.
How long do we go?
AJ says, where's the green emerald tree boa? He's not here yet. He's still at Sat2 Aquatics. They're a reptile company and they do plenty of different things. Okay, so we're not ready for him. We ain't got the cage ready, so they're holding on to him until we're ready. And Brittany's putting up the TikTok, the Instagram, everything.
TikTok, I'll make it.
I think we got like 800,000 on TikTok, almost 1 million.
Oh, nice. I think. I don't know. I don't even know how TikTok translates. Like for me, I worry about Instagram and Facebook. I got fish in my cup. There's fish in my cup, guys.
Tyler says, by the way, Rich, you were asking me cold the other day with your OSHA approved shorts. I'm going to say that word should have been making me cold with the other day with your OSHA approved shorts and flip flops. Damn, dude, I don't know how you do it. It was like 30 degrees outside, and I was out there, and I actually put on an upper jacket. So I looked like chicken legs because my jacket was so big and floppy, and my legs were so thin, you know.
Like a bell. Like a bell was.
Okay, we got Third Gen Aquatics. Says Garrett here from Third Gen Aquatics. How are you gentlemen? We're doing good. We're doing good. Nice to see you. Yeah, Tyler goes, there goes Rich being bubbles. Have you watched the Trailer Park Boys?
Yeah.
Oh my God, it's great. They're hilarious. 2 inches from his face. We'll
Yeah,
see.
no doubt. He's like
Well, that's the problem. Where's my phone?
on the floor.
Is it? Oh, Sam. Oh, there it is. Can you get that for me, Sam? I'll push it over towards you. Thank you. See, the problem is these glasses are for long distance. I can read the screen there. I have to do this and then, this far from the phone to be able to read up close.
Yeah. So don't you guys love it when someone's trying to show you something on their phone? They're like, oh, hey guys, check this out. Look at that.
Dude. No, well, I've never ran across that, but here's what I get. Dude, look at that. And I'm like, dude, I can't see anything you're showing me. I don't even, what's in your hand? Is that a phone? I can't see it. You know what I'm saying? It's just blurry to me. So people want to show me videos and it aggravates me because I have to get close, and just stop showing me things. Skylar was famous for that. She would just be like, you got to see this, Rich. And all day long, it's TikTok. You got to see this, Rich. Oh my God, you got to see this, Rich. And I'm like, oh, please, just leave me alone. I don't want to see your TikToks.
At least she's not sharing. Oh, look at your TikToks.
And then what?
So I don't want to see your TikToks. I mean, TikToks, or whatever you want to call them. I gotta see if people are buying. There was a bunch of people trying to buy from you. I got there.
Tyler Kurt says, because you're losing weight, you have to put a jacket on because you're cold. That's good. By the way, thank you, Sam, for agreeing with me. I feel bad for making jokes on you. No, never feel bad about joking. That's what we do. If we don't like you, we won't joke on you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, there's no safe spaces here.
Loren says, Sam, are you still dating Skylar? You want to tell him the truth? He never dated her.
He doesn't even know the truth.
Oh, I know the truth.
He thinks he knows the truth.
No. Just kidding. You were here the whole time. Look at my girlfriend listening, and Skylar was like over here.
Yeah, no, I don't even know what we're doing.
It was an online type,
It was a setup. It's like acting,
It was an acting thing. Yeah,
I'm from
blah,
Hollywood.
blah, blah.
Oh, what happened to my?
Right. She's not here now. She's working her 3 jobs and thinking, whatever, but. Loren says, I heard he made Skylar pregnant and he left.
Oh, nice.
You got another kid now?
This is how as the wind flies.
No, Skylar's still celibate. She's still celibate. That's funny. She actually called me. I haven't talked to her for a couple of weeks. And then she texted me this. Let me see if I can get to it. Get out of here. How do you go to here? Okay. Get out of here. Here we go. Now. She sends this picture. And she goes, I know you'd love my new jeans. I'm like, sorry, I'm busy. It's the OCA weekend. And people are here. Yes, Sam, too. She goes, I know, have fun. She goes, figured you'd like them jeans. Thought about you when I thought about how you used to always beg me to get these kinds of jeans. See, she would wear, at the time she was chubby a little bit. And she would wear these tight little, these pants would fit so tight to her ankles and then be baggy up by her crotch, or her butt. And I'm like, you need some boot cut jeans, and this and that. Oh no, I don't like that. Well, then she got bone skinny. And then she was wearing these tight jeans again. And, you're looking a little bony there, you know what I'm saying? It's just, you could look better if you blah, blah, blah. But it's okay. Now she bought a pair of boot cut jeans that are nice fitting on her butt, plus give her, a little bit bigger size by her feet, because you got to understand, Skylar's a tiny little girl with huge feet. Her feet were like 10 and a halves, and she's like 5'6" tall. She had huge feet. So I'm like, you need to wear boot cut jeans. Finally, she gets into it. She bought a pair of boot cut jeans, and she looks really good. Hello. Suck my ass. We're calling about your property at blah, blah, blah. They forever, nonstop, don't leave me alone.
I get that too. It's even worse in California because everyone wants to buy your house because they know they can resell it and make a lot of profit.
Right.
It's expensive profit.
Are Rich and Sam Eskimo bros? I don't think so. That just sounds wrong.
What's an Eskimo, bro?
I think it's you either done the same chick or you rub noses together or some shit like that. We're not Eskimo bros.
Oh, okay.
No, stop it. Sam never dated Skylar. Skylar never dated Sam. It was online.
Allegedly.
This is my husband.
Allegedly.
You gotta stick to that.
You gotta play the part, you know? Hey, if Rich is her type, how can I be her type?
How am I her type? I just let her live here. Stop it. You know, pass them on some more bullshit going on down the line. Lorenz, as far as you go, you heard he made her pregnant and then he left, and I'm raising her kid now. I guess.
We're talking about like a beta or something?
He don't look like me. He looks Hawaiian.
Do I look more Hawaiian or do I look more Native American?
You don't look Native American. I'm sorry. You look Hawaiian or, Puerto Rican, maybe. You don't look Native American. Native American is that, oh, yeah. I'm more Native American than you are. I got like a quarter, what am I? Cherokee into me,
He's got a Cherokee in him? That's what
Oh,
I heard.
Wow.
The magic staff.
No, seriously, there is a thing where you can have your kids can get a scholarship, but my son was only 1/8 Cherokee.
You have to be like 1/8 and a half.
You have to be, yes, over 1/8. So Josh didn't get a grant to go to college from the Cherokee thing. So he got a grant because of his grades. So he got a full scholarship to Ohio University, where he did a 5-year engineering course in 4 years, because each summer he took summer classes
Yeah,
to
get it done faster.
Yes. And he didn't fuck around. And he got out, and a week after he got out of college, 4 years, he had his job that he's got now as an engineer for the city of Cleveland. And now he's taken over, got a job promotion. He is now running the engineering department, where he has like 8 engineers under him.
And then
I'm my little Jachi.
And then he broke his legs.
Right. So he's taken all, right now he had his leave time, he had his, sick time, and now he's running up his vacation time. That's what he's doing now.
Excuse me. How far down are we?
No. Rich and Sam Eskimo bros. That don't say much for Skylar if that's what they're talking about. I jumped.
Thank you, whoever said bless you. Someone did. Sneeze.
Oh, God bless you. Okay, we're back to that. Mandy Davies says, Rich, you always make me laugh every Friday on live stream. Here's to you, Mandy. You know what? The world needs laughter in it, period.
Yeah.
Have fun.
Make comedy great again.
I'll bring politics into this.
What does that have to do with politics? You can't put those words together anymore?
Murray Dean says, need some bell bottoms. You can tell she's from my era. I still have a bunch, like 14 jeans in my closet, because I just went through all my closet and got all reorganized. All my 3X shirts are here. All my 2X shirts are way over there. And then all my 1X shirts are down here. And I got rid of all the rest of them because I'll never fit to them. But
Where's your mediums?
I gave them away already. There's some up there, right there. Them are all larges.
The mediums.
So anyways, I got rid of a bunch of clothing. I organized my closet. I'm almost out of the 3Xs. I put a 2X on. And if there's a 2X there that's a little bit baggy, size-wise, I can wear it. But I can't wear all the 2Xs yet. So I need to lose a little bit more weight to get back into my 2Xs, because then you'll never see me in a black t-shirt again, because I've got like a rack. Let me get on the screen. This big of nothing but 2X great shirts, my liquid blues, my concert shirts, my button-up shirts, all that. I had a great wardrobe, and I haven't been able to wear it, and I'm so close to fitting back into them now. So
How long do you go till?
8 o'clock, sometimes 9. Depends if we're drinking or not.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to leave by 8.
8. Okay.
Because I have to go back. I
I can't hold Dan says Skylar Gold Digger. Look, guys, Skylar broke up with her boyfriend. They were coming over here and volunteering. She lived with her mom for a while, and then she couldn't get along with her mom. She moved in here. I gave her this room. This was Skylar's room. And she had her bunk bed right there. And, she lived here. And I bought Tracy that Maine Coon cat, and it didn't help Tracy at all. And Skylar took care of it. So she ended up with the cat, because that cat knows her as mom. You know what I'm saying? So when she moved out, I let her take the cat with her, because I don't want to take care of the cat, and so everything goes with her. But she wasn't a gold digger. I mean, she was not dating either of us type thing. You know what I'm saying? She was here, and I made her grow up a lot. I mean, her mother even, contacted me and said, "Thank you for giving me my little girl back again," And it was a big joke that, Sam can come here and, they're getting married and blah, blah, blah. That was not real. But anyways, I made her grow up a lot. You're on your own. You need to do this. You need to, quit wasting money. She would live by wasting money online and buying all this stupid stuff, because she loved to shop. But then she had no means to support herself. I taught her a whole bunch about being frugal, about, growing up, about taking the responsibility for your own actions, about, you need to talk over things. It's just, all of her last boyfriends were always these little simps that did anything she wanted. Okay. Let's say me and Skylar were together and we needed rubbers at 4 o'clock in the morning. She could call her ex-boyfriend, and he works at 7 in the morning. He would wake up out of bed and go to the store and get her rubbers and drop them off here. That's what a simp is. Okay. That's how bad it was. She was so used to these guys doing anything for her. She could live her life in this false way that these guys will do anything for me. Okay. I got her out of that. You're responsible for your own life. Grow up. You set some goals, set some, morals, some ethics, what you will and won't do, this and that. You have to police yourself. I taught her a lot. And she became, a lot better person, to where her mother was like amazed. I thank you. She said to me, "You gave me my little girl back again." And she moved back in with her mother, and she's still living with her mother and her father now, because they're separate. But she stays like 2-3 days here, 2-3 days there, 2-3 days here. Whenever she gets in an argument with one, she goes lives with the other. So that's how things are. But oh. I'm still on the Skylar thing. I thought she just sent a message. Okay. Who just sent? All right. Nothing important. All right. So not a gold digger. She wasn't like doing people for money here. Don't worry about that. She's actually celibate. She don't want a boyfriend. She's working on, she has 3 jobs right now, and she's making money all the time. She's working on paying off what she owes. Okay. So Marie Dean, what happens at OFR stays at OFR.
Basically.
Oh, that's funny. Lorenz says, "Big Rich, be honest, you miss Skylar." I do miss nice Skylar. I do not miss this insane bitch that tried to take over every aspect of my life and run things around here. I'm like, oh my God. Okay, like look at this. I've been building cars all my life, building hot rods, and fixing cars all my life. I built that red Camaro out there. That was me and Richie. We built that from the ground up, just from the subframe up, and everything is replaced with a stainless steel bolts, brand new from the, everything's up. And that's my best build. But she's here and she's like, her car gets broken this time. I'm like, don't worry about it. I'll fix it. I'll take care of it tomorrow. And she's like, no, I'll call my little brother. He knows what he's doing. That was like a punch in my face. I build cars all my life. I look at all the tools I've got. Do you not see? I built Reaper's Harley from 3 boxes of parts. I built it into a beautiful Harley, and then she's going to treat me like that. That was like a slap in my face. I did not like that at all. Her little brother's like 19. Jesus Christ, what does he know? You know what I'm saying? So that really upset me. So, yeah. Do I miss Skylar? When Skylar was nice, sure. But the other part of Skylar, no. She's crazy.
I've seen both.
You've seen both. Oh, Brittany Villas put up the Amazon wish list. Says, speaking of bell bottoms, Marie, here's Oliver's Amazon wish list, the perfect way to support the rescue. Yes, it is. Thank you, Brittany. That's awesome of you. Harley Jeb says, Skylar works 3 jobs, not a gold digger.
Check us out, man. I'm drinking fish. Fish water.
Jumped again.
What I missed. Let's see.
Jay Saddle Tramp says, fairies wear boots and you gotta believe me. Love that song.
I don't know if I already said it, Harley, but
Brittany Zibla says, Sam, can you confirm
I
your
did.
website?
I did.
Did you? Okay. We'll say it out loud.
Or, yeah, it's the Threadless website that she posted it. She was confirming that was the right one. And then also just confirming to you guys that yes, I am from San Diego.
Oh, so that means you swings both ways?
Maybe.
It's San Diego, you know what I'm saying?
Come on, it's San Diego, man. You know what that means.
Yeah, you
The
swing
whales-
both ways.
The whales in China.
Sam does not look Puerto Rican, Matthew says. Sorry.
Don't look a Puerto Rican, man. You don't like my
Hey,
Puerto Rican.
Holmes, tell him, come on. Talk
Let's
for
see
a
what I
minute.
can do. I can do the Puerto Rican. You know, man?
That's Mexican.
No, that's a Puerto Rican.
Well, no, that's
That's a Puerto Rican.
no, that's
It's a Dominican.
Dominican. Yeah, that's what I was saying. That's the guy from Blow or Snow or what's his name that played the Cuban dude. Cuban, yes, Cuban.
Cubano.
What was his name, dude? The greatest cocaine story ever.
Yes, that's the guy. Johnny.
Say hello to my little friend. What's his name? Come on.
Well, you keep talking. I can't remember. I can do this. I can do the whole. In mind. There.
Oh shit. Shit, it jumped. Okay, here we go. Tyler Kerr says, son, you've gone too far. Smoking and tripping is all you. Oh, your guys are still singing songs from Sabbath.
Bob Rossi.
Is Sam the Bob Ross of animal paintings? Pretty much. Pretty much.
No, I take a lot longer than him. I don't do this.
You don't do it as quick
I don't
and
do
as
it.
happy.
It's a sad painting process.
See, now you look Indian. Sort of.
It just depends on what I'm doing with my hair. You know?
You look like an Indian rocker, dude. He plays the guitar hard. An Indian.
Yeah, man. Emo, too. I'm what's his name? Jack Black. Yes, please check out my merch. Get some merch.
Do you plan to put more fish in the 750? Yes, I think that's where the albino lungfish is going to go, and we'll move that lungfish out of the 750 so he's more on display.
Great, then you're gonna put it where?
The regular West Indian lungfish, African lungfish, we're going to move somewhere else, but we're going to put the albino in that 750 that we turn sideways as soon as you come in the room now.
Oh yeah, that one.
Yeah.
The one that's not set.
Brittany Ziblets put in $5. Says, Sam, can you please provide your website and prints and blah, blah. I posted in the chat, but I'm not sure. Okay.
I didn't know. Then she saw my message. So.
Well, we're catching up to it. Harley Jones says, Stingray, Stingray, Stingray. Here's to you.
Let's see here.
Thank you. Somebody said it. Tony Montana. That's who you sounded like.
Yeah, Tony Montana.
Scarface.
Yeah,
That was
Scarface. My name's Tony. Tony Montana.
Uh-oh. Marie Dean says, Sam is cute. Look at those locks of hair. You think he's cute?
Look how he grabbed me.
I've never really seen your hair is that long. Now you're making me kind of.
You mean
I got to bring mine
you mean
forward
you haven't
now.
seen it like this? Set up like this. That's all. You've seen it this long.
I can get a headband to match it.
We can
But
be.
see,
we,
you know,
we
look
can
at
be.
it. See,
Look, I can be a
look,
native.
look, look,
Native
look,
American.
look. See?
That's sexy. Oh. I don't got that much belly to hit anymore. No, but I if I put it in a braid, everyone thinks I'm Native American. So
you're Cuban, you're
Yeah.
Mexican, you're Native American,
yeah, and I'm Filipino.
and you're Filipino.
And I'm Italian. What's my favorite part of OCA? Someone asked me that. Come to India. Oh yeah, I'm gonna go with what's his name? My favorite Indian. He's over there to show.
AJ says, Sam, come to India.
I'm gonna go.
You'll look
I
Indian.
want to go to Sri Lanka. I want to go south to Sri Lanka.
And Brittany Ziblis says, miss your body to Raheem.
Hologram Sam. That's my. I'll wear a green shirt. And stuff.
Oh, Pythonosaur says, are all the Pimas going to the monster pound or just one? All of them. All of them. As soon as we're ready.
We're gonna have a school of Pimas.
Rich, did you like Redbone? Of course. That was a great band.
Then we're gonna put a volleyball.
Wait,
net.
do you know who Redbone is?
I've heard. I've heard.
Yeah. What do they do?
Music.
Don't know. It was an Indian. Like, do you remember Cherokee Nation? Cherokee tribe.
I've heard of them.
Too proud to live. So proud to die.
We need to put you on your guitar again. Yeah.
I'm better on guitar than I am
When I
singing.
was here in January, he was drunk and playing his guitar. Yeah, this way, it's backwards here.
You look like a bassist.
That's the one. Yeah, that's the one thing I did play. Invisible bass.
Harley Gem says, no, don't dye your hair. I like the silver fox look. But you know what? It don't matter what color the hair is as long as you can still, you know what I'm saying? It's been a long time for me to be with a girl, so. I pity the fool that ever gets with me again.
He's been with guys just lately.
You shut your mouth. God damn it.
He's going to visit in California. He thinks that he can find something everywhere. Paraiba catfish and the gooch. Oh, really? How big of a tank you got, Masonic?
Oh, yeah, Redbone saying, come and get your love. Do you remember that?
Yeah, I know.
That was it. Great song. Indian band.
Same thing.
Chris says, a mental shouldn't dye their hair. Thank you, Chris. I appreciate that. Labeling me like that. And then he goes, men, I mean, laughing out loud.
So I got a few minutes and I gotta get.
Well, it's almost, let me see what time it is. 7:41. You got 20 minutes to 8. All right, we can get Jerry back in here. We're good to go.
Let's see who's you got touring over there. I'm gonna be heading out, guys. I gotta get back to the OCA extravaganza. So that's the correct spelling. Can you guys see that? I don't know. It's probably not on your phones if you're looking. That's the correct spelling. Rich botched that one.
Oh.
Well, I'll see you guys fix this. There's without any hair stuff.
Okay, so they didn't do the song that I said. It wasn't Redbone.
You were so convinced.
I was. Here, let me do this. Cherokee Nation, Cherokee Tribe. We'll see who sung that. Indian Reservation. Paul Revere and the Raiders did Cherokee Nation.
Like the Las Vegas Raiders.
Well,
We'll see you guys. I am heading out. I'll.
on your way out there,
Yeah.
finding your buddy, tell Jerry come on back in.
I will. I mean, if he's not doing a tour right now.
He can let them tour.
All right, we'll
He
just,
can come back in and then
we'll just jump in. Yeah. All right. Sounds good.
I see Sam. Have fun over there. Make some money.
Thank you. I don't care about making the money. I just care about making the money.
Right. You travel from the East Coast to the West Coast to make money.
I'm just
Go
worried about,
make money, my friend.
I'm just worried about making my money back for that.
Right.
Let's see how I can do this. Charging my phone.
Now look up Paul Revere and the Raiders, Cherokee Nation, I think it's called. Awesome song,
Bye,
powerful song. It's amazing.
Guys, peace, mahalo.
Oh, so you are back to being
I'm Hawaiian again.
Hawaiian again. Take care, brother.
I'll
I'll see you in a little bit.
in a little while.
Bring a bunch of people. They're good. They're here for the night. You know, I don't care.
Cool.
Gracie says Indian Outlaw by Tim McGraw says that in it. Now you got to look up Paul Revere and the Raiders. What was it called? Cherokee Nation. That's the song. So we go to YouTube. Stop that. Pause. Open that up. Pause it. There we go. Okay. Now go to search. Cherokee Nation. Boom. Come on. You some bitch. All right. You guys will all know the song. We're not monetized. I can play it for you. Samoa Sam Doobie says. Awesome. Such a powerful song. Tomahawk and a bow and knife. Great song. All the things we made by hand. And now for another made in Japan. Cherokee Nation. Or people. Cherokee Tribe. So proud to live. So proud to die. I can't sing, I'm sorry. It's awesome. You guys got to check it out. And you know, I'm a lot Cherokee, so this really hit home to me. So that's a great song. You got it's so powerful. Listen to the lyrics and then listen to how intense it gets. It's so great. There's really not much Come on, people, ask some more things. Let's talk up some more. Let's get some things done. It's 7:47. It's 7:45. Come on, let's speak up. Let's make this place happening. I'm starting to catch a buzz. Camel Dan says, Rich, we cannot hear it. I'm sorry. Here, do this. Look up Paul Revere and the Raiders, Cherokee Nation, and listen to it. It's awesome. Yeah, over here. Okay. Put Sam's chair back in timeout. Jerry's chair back over here. There we go. There's our normal spots. Oh, really? Tyler says you should move to the middle of the screen. You're behind the comments on my TV. Well, move them comments, son. Should be a box you should be able to move. Harley Jim says, good music history YouTuber, professor of rock. Well, thank you. Marie Dean says, that is a great song, Big Rich. It is powerful. I mean, it is powerful. I mean, if you sit there, let's say, let's say you get high. Go ahead and get high and just be in a dark room and turn this on loud. You are going to hear like an orchestra. It builds up to intensities. It's amazing, You gotta feel the song, Rick Rude says, stand up and shout. You know what? You guys have been gone for a couple of weeks, and I already miss you guys. We had such fun when you're here. Suanne says, no, you're always hidden behind my comments. Can't you move the comments over to like middle of the screen or something? Because me and Jerry are on each side of the screen. See, Tyler, he knows it. Listen to Pink Floyd, Welcome to the Sheen. Okay? Do the same thing in a dark room. Sit there and get high and just listen. Like just the song Money. You guys hear it, this and that. It's no big deal. But when you listen to it and you got your speakers separated and you're like, it's just amazing. You got to experience this. You have to. Sandman Dan says, hey, Rich, what tank is your favorite in the Fish 2 right now? My favorite tank would probably be, it's got to be the 4400. And then my favorite fish right now would be the Peroon shark. What's up, Sam?
The sunk. The one with the jelly cat and all that.
Uh-huh.
Watched video. So Jerry's trying to figure out. He says there's something like blocking.
Nothing's blocked. Tell him nothing's blocking. Water is draining out. He needs to have more water pumped into the sump.
Okay, this is like, yeah.
Okay, so the fish's backs are out of the water?
Yeah.
Tell him to just hook up a pump and pump water from the pool up to the sump right now. I'll be out there in a little bit. Just do that for now.
All right.
Thank you. Oh, Harley Jem says, I'm on her TV and the comments are turned off so she can see us, but she chats through her tablet. That's a great way to do it. Tyler Kerr says, Rich, you know your shit. You the man, Tyler. Suanne says, hey, Rich, did you see that you have a Roman burger coming? No. No, I know nothing of this. What is everyone's favorite Christmas movie? I forget the name of it. I think it's called The One or something like that. Let me show you. The Rock is in it this year. It's a new movie. The Rock Christmas movie. It is awesome. I used to love all the old school, the animated things where Burl Ives used to do the singing, and played the Bumble and the Abominable Snowman and all that kind of stuff. And, Rudolph and all that. Them were great. But I tell you what, Dwayne Johnson came out with a new movie, and it is awesome about Christmas. Oh, I've been typing all that in. Hang on. Christmas movie. All right, it's called Dwayne The Rock Johnson stars in the action-packed Christmas movie called Red One. That's the name of the movie. It's amazing. It's amazing. You gotta watch it. It's incredible. I've not found a new Christmas movie other than like that train movie that has I think it's a train going to North Pole. I forget what it's called. A couple years ago, that was great. But this is a new cult classic for Christmas. Red One and it's got Dwayne The Rock Johnson in it. Mandy Davis says, my cousin's husband is half Cherokee too. He's from Colorado Springs. Well, all of his kids can get a scholarship to go to college. Being he's half, they're a quarter. I'm already too far gone, to where my kids are only an eighth, and you have to be an eighth and an eighth and a half pass. You can't be an eighth Cherokee, So Lawrence Cortez says, yeah, Big Rich. Pink Floyd Time is the same thing. Yes, there's a million Pink Floyd songs. Pink Floyd is the shit. Back when I used to get high, I'd sit there and just be like amazed because I had my speakers like 20 foot apart. I took a bedroom and I took out the wall in between. I had a speaker on one side, a speaker on the other side, and then I had my subwoofer in the middle, and I had my system, and it was all yellow 70s carpet, like 2 inches thick, and I had a red velvet pit group. I'd sit in the middle of that, and it was amazing. I listened to all Pink Floyd, the whole Dark Side of the Moon album, everything. It was just like when the clocks went off, it was crazy. I mean, Floyd is the shit to listen to when you're stoned. Gracie says, I'm Cherokee. Polar Express, that was the name of it. Thank you, Paula, telling the truth. Thank you. Polar Express was the newest video that I saw that could be every year you got to watch, type thing, since the old stuff. Yeah, the old stuff. Murray Dean says Rudolph and Frosty, and they're classics, And Burl Ives, his voice was amazing. Lorenz says, I've seen Pink Floyd live. You are lucky. Not a lot of people have. I mean, a lot of people have. But some people haven't, and we're still talking about them, Oh, and of course, Xmas Vacation, National Lampoon's thing. Dominic says, yep, the English know how to rock. Thank you. Oh, yeah. Paula says, the shaggy carpet. It was yellow shaggy carpet between 2 bedrooms, and I spaced out my speakers so far, and I had like 30 guitars against the back wall, and I just had my guitars on display, and that's where I'd go to. This is back in the 80s. I'd go and get high, and I'd sit in the middle of that red velvet pit group, and I just let the music envelop me. It was amazing. Oh, really? Dusty Orb says you also get checks from the Cherokee casino earnings. I never heard of that. But, again, my grandma lived 102 years old. She had a little log cabin with a dirt floor. She was, 100% Cherokee. But my that was my great grandma. My grandma was, 50% Cherokee. And then, my dad was, 25%. So I think I'm a quarter now. And then my kids are an eighth. So they did not get a scholarship, which is okay because Josh got a scholarship because of his grades. And otherwise, I don't think I could have sent him to college. I was working 3 jobs and then, doing all kinds of side jobs all over the time, all over the place, working on cars, working on, the neighborhood kids' bicycles and stuff like that. And, I did anything I could to make money. I don't think I could have afforded to send Josh to college if he didn't get the academic scholarship he got from St. Ignatius. So he earned his own way. Yeah, Josh was a good kid. Well, all my kids were good kids. They worked hard, and my one kid has strayed a little bit and thought he can sell some drugs and thinking it's the easier way. But see, that was my fault. I gave him a house next door to me at 18. See, what we did was I bought the house, and then me and him went in there. We rehabbed everything. New drywall, new flooring, new carpet, new floors, everything, and got everything all together. And then when it was done, while he was in school, me and Joshy moved all of his stuff next door. And when he got home from school, I'm like, surprise, you have your own house at 18. Well, I bought this house out here, and I came out here and I'm working on this house because this house was, everything was wood floors, wood paneling ceilings. Everything was just wood. And so I had to, put in carpeting. I had to, my bedroom was like 2 inches lower than the rest of the house. It was an addition. So I had to put in 2 pieces of 3/4 inch plywood across the whole thing, build it up to height, then put carpet in and bring it up to the height of the house and stuff like that. And then, I had to build the fish room onto it. All that kind of stuff. I was busy out here. I didn't really, because my kid was such a good kid, I don't need to watch him. Well, he moved in like 4 or 5 of his friends. The next thing you know, they're selling all kinds of drugs out the house. Well, the feds came in and, they're like, oh, well, the father was busted back in the 80s and now he's putting the son into the family business. I don't know where these feds think they can just put 2 and 2 together and it's real, because that did not happen. You know what I'm saying? I've tried to keep my kids away from my mistakes in life. It never got me nowhere. I bought a house with my money I made from selling drugs in the 80s. And then I got busted and I was in jail for 6 months. I come out and I don't own that house no more. They sold it at a public auction. The police did. So, please, kids, don't go my way. That was wrong, And I worked my butt off left and right, doing everything I can, And so I gave this house to my kid, and then he moved in a bunch of his friends with them, and they were selling drugs. And next thing you know, the feds are down and he's getting busted. And I'm like, I'm fighting with them. Why are you people here? Because they raided me here at this house. I'm like, why are you people here? I've done nothing wrong for years. I don't do nothing wrong. And they're like, conspiracy. Conspiracy to do what? Finally, after about 4 hours later, where they had me in handcuffs, they have Tracy in handcuffs, blah, 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 this and that. And then they're like, well, your son's dealing drugs and, you're supplying him. I'm like, no, the fuck I'm not. My son's not a drug dealer. And they went off and kept on going and, saying this and that. And, they were here for 9 hours. They brought 3 dogs because they were sure they'd find drugs here. They found no drugs. They actually went into the 4,400-gallon tank and went down and looked under the rocks in the tank. It was crazy. It was crazy. So they found nothing here, of course, because I'm not a drug dealer now. That was back in the 80s. I mean, I don't understand these people. But anyways, let me move this here. Okay. So, Richie got in trouble. And now Richie don't believe in anybody, but, he listens to Dad now because Dad was the only one telling him the truth. All of his friends, they, like I think he had 4 or 6 people living there, and 3 of them had guns on them. And you know what they did? When the feds come through the house, they drop their guns. Guess who gets charged with it? My son, Richie. and Richie didn't tell on anybody. And they're all like, I don't know whose gun it is, this and that, blah blah blah. Well, the homeowner gets charged. Well, the house was actually in my name. So then the feds put two and two together. Oh, the father sold drugs in the 80s. I got busted selling weed, and that was it. I was done. I've never touched drugs since. I don't even get high. You know what I'm saying? And then, they put two and two together saying, oh, the dad's been putting the son up into the family business. These people are insane. How do you get that? But okay, let's understand that you got to that point. But now, after being here for 9 hours and seeing that I have no drugs here, why won't you believe me? They never believed me. I fought them for 2 years because they were trying to take all my properties, saying it was drug related, and I fought them for 2 years. I won, which I don't know anybody that's won against the feds, but I won because, I don't do nothing wrong. I do nothing wrong. I've tried teaching my kids not to do wrong. Every time I got pulled over, my record would come up, oh, he's violent because I was a bouncer. So there's a bunch of, like, I don't know, 5 or 6 assault charges on my case, right? On my record. And then they saw the drugs. So he's dangerous, and he's got drugs on his thing. So they would always search my car and all this. And every time I tell the kids that we were out fishing, we get pulled over and we have the car searched. I'm like, see, kids, this is what drugs do. Don't ever mess with drugs. I haven't messed with drugs for 20 years, and here they are searching through my car right now. This is not a normal, please stop. Normally they'd stop you. They, tell you you're driving too fast or you're in the wrong place or whatever, and they give you the ticket and they'd leave. But because I had to get out of the car, get on the ground, and get handcuffed for them to run my name and run everything else because of their safety, it's always bad. So I told the kids, don't ever mess with drugs, and it didn't work on Richie, but he learned his lesson real quick, the hard way, and he's not messed with anything since, and he's doing really good in life now. He runs a crew of like eight people work for him and stuff. He's a contractor. He rebuilds houses and he buys houses on the side with Joshy. And I think they have 9 houses now that they bought and they've rehabbed and renting out. I mean, they're doing good. I just wish your kids would listen to you, Yeah. Uh-oh. Guys, give me 30 seconds. I'll be right back. Ouch. Talk amongst yourselves, guys. Okay, guys. Who sent us sandwiches? Ah. All right, I think it's Sue Ann. Because she says food is at your door, so she'd be the only one that knew if she sent it. Steven says, will he really come back? Yes, I just had to answer the door real quick. Tyler says, Sue Ann always supplying the munchies. Hell yeah, Sue Ann. Aggressive Fish Lover says, I'm a little late. Gotta lower the camera. I can't see Jerry. That's hilarious. Jerry's outside doing a tour right now. Oh, that's funny. Oh, shit. Thank you, Sue Ann. I appreciate you. You are amazing. You are a good wife, a good human being, and a good friend. Sue Ann says, one is for Jerry. No, They're going in my bedroom. They're going to be there for the next couple of days. I'm going to take little nibbles off of it. No, I'll give it to Jerry. I'll give it to Jerry. Sue Ann and Deb Charge, you guys rock. Thank you. All right, I got my bottom thing back. We're at a 151 people. I like that. 153. Okay, good deal. So, am I mistaken, Sue Ann? Are these Roman burgers? Really? You know, I've been dieting, right, and not eating, and you're going to tempt me with Roman burgers in my face? Aggressive Fish Lover says, new layout is looking awesome. Good work, boys. Excited to see it all done together. Brittany Ziblis sent a heart to Sue Ann and Deb Charge. You know what? That's what I love about my community. You guys are so caring, so lovable, and just, you know, I love to have you guys over, and we have a great time. And it's, you know what? I came from Cleveland, and I used to hate people. You know, who are you? Why are you here? What are you doing in my yard? You know, that's the way it was. You know, it was just, and then I came out here, and I was like, okay, these neighbors suck. They all calling the police on me. But I get into this fish rescue thing, and everybody is such good friends. Everybody is such good people. I mean, I love it. It's just amazing. You know, you surround yourself with good people, and it's a feel good. I don't know. It's amazing. You guys have changed my life. You know, you all want to say thank you for doing the videos and this and that, but no, it's me that needs to thank you guys, because you have changed my life so much. You know, it's just, you changed the way I looked at people. You changed the way I felt about people. I mean, to me, up in Cleveland, everybody's out to steal from you, get what they can get, take what they can take, you know. And it was horrible. But I raised my kids there, you know, because that's what I had at the time. And, you know, just ever since I've been with you guys, what's been 7 years now? And, you know, like, you know, if somebody wants to steal from me, they needed it more than me. I feel that now. I don't like want to go and catch them and bust them and make them pay like I did before, you know. All right, second drink down. I'm gonna stay with you guys until my third drink is gone. Okay. I have a nurse out there. I didn't think I had a nurse till 11 o'clock tonight. But she showed up. She does the extra 4 hours that the nurses, with all the nursing I got an extra 4 hours. So she can pull in anytime she wants for 4 hours. So from 7 to 11, and then she showed up tonight. I didn't even know she was showing up. But now from 11 o'clock on, we have Marion, which is our bona fide second, you know, nurse. She's in charge of nights. And then Latrice is in charge of days. Those two nurses are my main nurses. Jaddle Tramp says, I heard about you from Chicago Discus. You saved our Paku. Aw. I try and save everything. I try and help everybody. Right now, I have a couple staying in the next room over because they were living in their car and they got in a car accident and their car got totaled. They're in the next room over there, you know, for like a month now. And, you know, trying to help them. I try and help everybody. You know, I can't just not help people. Sue Ann says, husband, your dog needs to go out. Mandy says, you're a lovely person too. See every video you do, Rich. Always love every video you do. Aw, thank you. You know, I'm not like setting up videos. I'm not pretending. I'm just here. This is what we're doing now, you know, and you guys can follow along like a soap opera. this is actually what happened today. You know, I don't do editing and all that kind of stuff. I edit out like the last video you guys saw. It was only 11 minutes. I think it was today's video, but I had to edit out like 37 snipples because it was cold outside. So I was, nonstop, and it sounds gross over the phone. So everything you'd see, I edit out a snipple, and then edit out a snipple, and then edit out a snipple. So you guys didn't have to deal with it. Dusty Orb says, I want one of those brisket burgers from that barbecue joint in Strongsville. Reaper brought me one in Columbus on that acrylic rescue. Yeah, they're awesome, ain't they? It's Barbecue Joe's, and they have a brisket burger on, I think it's Tuesdays or Wednesdays. And what they do is all their extra brisket, they put together and put it into a meat grinder and grind it up like hamburger meat, and then they make hamburgers out of it. And they're like, I don't know, 1.5 inches thick of meat, and then they got cheese over it, and then the bun. Oh my God, it's one of the best burgers ever. Reaper keeps turning on everybody to this place. But they're $12, But oh my God, they're so good. Stephen Bumlick says Big Rich saved a lot of Pacu, including mine and Charlie from the Dort Mall. Yes. Freya Duck says classy mistakes there. Almost as classy as your mom jokes. By the way, in this case, it's your. Okay, don't know what you're meaning, but okay. Big Dog Want to Play says, love you, bro. Love you too, bro. Gracie says, Rich, I'm like you. I try and help everyone. Well, see, here's the problem. Now, we ran into a problem last night. And it actually made me and Josh argue a little bit. We've got the couple staying in that room, but, they smoke. So they go outside with Jerry in the back deck, and then they get high too. So they're doing all that, and they come in here, and then they breathe, and it's just like this whole hallway and the living room smelled of like just dank skunk weed. It was horrible. And Josh brings his kids over, and I get to see my grandkids. Well, they used to be able to run around here. Well, next thing you know, yesterday Josh comes in and tells me that he will not be bringing his kids over no more until I get rid of the couple. And I'm like, why? What the fuck? What happened? What's going on? And he's like, go walk in there. And I did walk in there, and it did smell like weed. And it's his right to not have his kids around that smell. That's fine. So, I mean, he has his right, but, I had to tell this couple that they're going to have to hurry and try and find another place, because I can't see my grandkids no more until you're gone. And it turns out this couple's been around for a long time. And DJ's my buddy. He remembers Joshy growing up as a little kid, and it just broke his heart that Joshy would think that of him and feel that about him, say that to him. So, I'm like, oh, shit. So I had to tell DJ last night that, you're going to have to find some place because I can't see my grandkids until you move out. And it's just, it's all bad. I was mad at Josh. I was mad at everything. And, and he has his rights. I can't argue that. So what I'd really like to do is buy like a little camper or have somebody donate a camper that can sit right outside on the back deck. I can take the exhaust fan that puts out, 64, 65 degree air and run a fan over to their little, like a trailer or a, little motorhome or something like that. And they can stay back there. Then there's not that smell in here. See, Josh was used to coming over and letting, his little daughter run around here. She knew where her toys were. She knew this and that. She never had to deal with that kind of stank, basically. And that's what's stopping us. So if I can find them a trailer or something out, I can park out back and hook up to the exhaust fan. They'll still be warm. They'll just have to come inside for a shower and on this kind of stuff. And then, they don't have to go. So it's rough, but I mean, Josh has his rights, but I mean, I can still go over to their house, but I can't get out of here a lot of times, you know, maybe once a week. But Brittany Zilla says, what's the latest update on the Amy Polar pod? I know it was delayed. She is literally so cool, excited for a possible collab. It was all fake. This guy was just trying to get our password for Google so that he can lock into our payments from, you know, the Ohio Fish Rescue page and take the payments. And, you know, it was so well done. I mean, Josh actually fell for a little bit of it, and our account we had to freeze it. So Josh wasn't getting paid from Facebook no more, but it didn't get to YouTube, right? So now, 2 months later, Josh got the account back, and this guy didn't get no money, but it was fake. Now to the point where we want to get a hold of Amy Poehler and show her what these people are doing out there and how they tried, you know, scamming us and this and that. It wasn't the real Amy Poehler show that got a hold of us. It wasn't. And I am so sad for that. I wanted to be on that show. I loved that show. Summer Lee says, I thought there was a video of Paco's rescue. Yes, there is. Geez, it was in 2020, so 5 years ago. There is a video of it. Okay, Gracie and her gaggle says, right now we have been giving out turkeys to whoever needs one. My husband's job gives turkeys to the employees every year, and if there's any leftovers, they give them to us to pass out. Oh, that's awesome. Steven, that's Paco's dad, says there's a video of Paco's rescue way back in July 11th of 2020. Look that up. Camel Dan says, would you ever consider a greenhouse over Tracy's pond? I've been dying to do something like that. I would love to enclose my whole backyard with glass and just keep it summertime the whole year. Never bring the plants in, you know, because the temperature we have to keep the fish and, you know, the tanks at inside. So in the wintertime, even though it's 20 degrees outside, we're blowing out 65-degree moist air. Now, if we could fill up a greenhouse like that, we wouldn't have to bring the plants in. It would never get down to 20 degrees, right? That's a 3-foot fan sucking off of the pool, the 58,000-gallon pool, and then out of the door of the fish room, because we heat the air in the fish room and we heat the water in the pool. So, you know, it gets moist in the air, and we have to have an exhaust fan system. So anytime it's more than 50% humidity, that 3-foot fan kicks on and blows out. Well, in the wintertime, it's blowing out hot, moist air under the roof of the deck. So there's 20-degree snow on top, and it makes stalactites and then drippage and all over the table, and it's just bad. I can enclose that and then have some air blow over to like the bus or the mobile home or the trailer, I can get to park there. It would keep that at 65 degrees, and then, you know, you wear some blankets at nighttime. You know, you don't have to pay for heat or nothing like that. I think that would work great for them. Camel Dan says, if they have money to get high, they have money to get a place. Just saying. You know, that was another thing I brought up to them. You know, now I can't have you stay here no more because I'm now, my grandkids will not come over here. But in that same sense, if you got money to get high, you should have been saving that, not getting high, and, you know, looking for a place, you know. So, I mean, yeah, all that was brought up last night. It was not a good, fun night. Oh my God. Deb Charge brought up the word moist. This is a very controversial word. A lot of women don't like that word. James McNally says, why don't you turn your garden barn into a wooden lodge for your guests? OVG Foster says, and also the fish room and the pool room does not feel humid. Well, that's because we have it set at 50% humidity. It sucks it out. OVG Foster says rent is minimum of $1,000 a month. Well, you know, there's not much more I can do for everybody. OVG Foster says, next week's drinking word is moist. You know, I don't mind the word, but there's a lot of ladies that do. I'm just saying. For some reason, it offends a lot of ladies. I don't mind things being moist. Sue Ann says sleeping in the pool room is perfect. We've had a lot of people pass out in there, for sure. Woke up just like, oh my God, it was a great. See, aggressive fish lovers makes a good point. Helping people can be more of a problem. Sometimes, learned a long time ago, can only help those who truly want help, you know? And then, you know, that I brought that up to, you know, the couple last night that, you know, if you weren't getting high, you'd be saving money to get a place and I'm going to help you and I'm going to want to help you more. But all you're doing is getting comfortable and then relaxing here. And now I have to pay that my grandkids can't come over, you know? So, I mean, it's just I get you what you're saying there, you know? Probably Jim says it depends on how moist is said and in what context. Camel Dan says get a couple of them tiny houses and turn them in at 8 Airbnbs. You know what? I would love to do that. Have like 5 or 6, you know, things back there because I'd have all my friends living with me. You know, it's all paid for. You know, blah blah blah. Just help me out around here. Prince Vino says no more cute little deer in your yard. If you enclose the yard, they look great in your videos. Yeah, we can never enclose the yard because that back half after the creek, that back half is Strongsville's runoff, and we cannot put a fence up blocking any water flow. James McNally says charge them rent and utility bills because that stuff's not free. When you know somebody's in trouble and it's cold outside and they're living in their car and then their car gets totaled, I can't charge them. You know, you can stay here, but you know, find a place. You know, work and help things. You know. OBG Foster says losing a place to live due to their addiction could help them hit bottom. That's what I feel like. I'm an enabler now because they're not stopping. I don't know. Aggressive Fish Lover says set up some hammocks on the deck and get those windows up. The deck is mighty cold at night, so I'm just saying. Sue Ann was here and she goes, Rich, I told you it was the first time I ever smelled anything there. They made the deck smell and it has fresh airflow. Okay, I get it. All we do, you know, all we can do in life is try your hardest to get ahead. Try your hardest to help people out. Try your hardest to be a good person. After that, don't bring out the bad in me because I know how rough that can get. You know what I'm saying? Don't force me to get evil. Don't force me to do this stuff. I'm trying to be a good person here. Manny Davis says, do you have decorations up for Christmas yet? And does the Xmas dinner, Rich? No. We never put Christmas decorations up until the day after Thanksgiving. Black Friday is the day of decorating for Christmas. I mean, my kid's got like 4 trees up in his house. Why? It's not even Thanksgiving yet. I don't know. Deb Charge says, but they are not trying, Rich. Well, you know, that is very evident, and that's what I told them. And, you know, they actually got in a big argument, and they broke up today because of this. And she's gone. He's over there by himself right now. And, you know, he's messed up. So he's in, you know, like a cast, and he can't walk very well. And, you know, it's just, you know, every situation is different. It's just they have to deal with it. Aggressive Fish Lover says, some people never climb their way back out, unfortunately. But you know what? DJ is a good person. I've known him for like 30 years. He does have a heart of gold. He's a good person. But they aren't trying. I will give you that. Camel Dan says, amen, Rich. That's when we put our decorations up. Yes. You can't, you know, you think it's Easter time, right? No, they're already putting out, you know, decorations for the next holiday. You think it's Thanksgiving. No, they're putting out Christmas decorations. Jesus Christ, can we calm down a little bit? Let's do one at a time. You know? Aggressive Fish Lover says, Deb Charge, I don't have no idea who it is, and I am just nobody. I am guessing one of the old regulars on the channel with no real name. They're not old regulars. Back in the day, you know, I knew them, and you know, things happen and this and that, and you know, time goes on and blah blah blah. Years later, they're still doing the same thing. I moved on. I'm not into drugs at all, and you know, it's just I don't even get high. You know, I don't do none of that shit. I try and work every day to get ahead. I try and help all my friends to get ahead, and then I try and help my children, you know, get ahead. And you know, it's just, I don't know, it's weird. James McNally says, are your friends helping out with the rescue? Well, they've been here almost a month, and the other day his girlfriend came out, and she was, when we were moving that big tanks, for an hour, she pretended to be Tracy. Figure she didn't need anything. You know, oh, we need a towel here. And she'd come back and give me a towel. I'm like, thanks, Tracy. You know, she acted like Tracy. It was amazing. She went and got me a drink. She, you know, I mean, it was helpful. But that was an hour there. And then yesterday, we were supposed to work from 12 to 3. And, you know, she's sick, so she didn't come out. So, I mean, in a month's time, you know, she's helped out a little bit. He's helped out a little bit, but Dominic says, whatever happened to the Frontosa tank, Rich? It's still there. It's full of Frontosa. Some of the big bulls, you know, they only have a 5 to 7 year life. We've had them for like 3 years here. Some of the biggest ones have died off. Then, you know, the smaller ones are growing up and doing the stuff. Jens Carlson says, I have not gotten drunk for weeks. You poor girl. Here's to you. Back to James McNally says, are your friends helping out with the fish rescue? They tend to sleep all day, and then they're up all night cooking and you know, keeping other people up. So we got that to deal with too. Chainsaw Trout says, have not gotten drunk for decades. Here's to you, buddy. Sucks to be you. No, if it works for you, that's great. Thank you. You know, you're doing your thing and you're being a better person. Yes. You know, some of us like to drink, some of us can't drink, some of us can't handle drinking, you know, so. All right, Aggressive Fish Lover says, living for free. I hope they're reading comments. GTF. Oh, get the fuck off your asses and help this guy out. He's got enough on his plate with dealing with a couple of people who can't help themselves. You know. Sue Ann says the Frontosa tank is the only one that hasn't changed since the escape off years ago. True that. True that. Which you all know I won, right? Don't make me bring up the whole point that Josh, you know, did not go through he was bitching about all the supplies we had there. This is too much decorations. I'm like, okay, Josh, me and you, let's have escape off. I'll build a tank. You build a tank out of all these decorations. We'll get rid of them. I build my escape off out of the rocks that he don't want. He didn't want nothing to do with them rocks. And then he goes outside to the creek and he takes natural stuff and builds escape off and he wins. It was not the rules. It was not what we had agreed on. I only did this because Josh was pissed off there was so much decorations here, right? So, yeah, he technically won because his tank looks better and more natural, but he was the one bitching in the first place about all this extra decoration, and I used up the decoration like the rules said, and he did not, and he won. So, you know, everyone's like, you know, suck it up, Big Rich, your son won, you know. No, he cheated. Yes, I did, Sue Ann. You know I won. Yes, I did in the long run because everyone found out he cheated. Aggressive Fish Lovers remembers that Josh cheated and used river material. Harley says, right, I would feel like a piece of shit not putting in work and helping out as much as possible. You know, yeah. Doompy says there's only one tank standing. No, they're both still standing. And there's Josh's cheating tank, and there's Big Rich's that follow the rule tank. Tony says, you actually won that, Big Rich, because you, like you said, you played by the rules and you used the extra decoration that was the whole point of the contest. That was the point of the contest. You know what I'm saying? Joshy. You think he's slick, you know? Little baby boy. Sneaking and lying. He going to cheat. All right. Well, what else we got to talk about, guys? Suanne says this is the only tank that hasn't been touched as far as escape for fish for years. Yeah, ever since I built it, it's been the same. And it's still full of Frontosa, you know, Zaire Frontosa, and a couple of Black Widow Frontosa, and a couple, just like 2 or maybe 3 of the regular Burundi Frontosa. So we've been trying to breed this Zaire Frontosa situation this whole time, and it hasn't happened yet. Man, these sandwiches smell so good, Suanne. I want to show you guys this. There's a hamburger. There is. This is what do you call this? Canadian bacon, and then a hamburger, and then bacon or lettuce and tomato and all that. Oh my god. Oh my god, it's so good. I want to actually eat the bread on it too. That's crazy. I haven't eaten bread in like I don't know, a long time. Since I've been. Oh, it smells so good. It's got the white cheese too, the white American on it. Oh, it's melted all in. Oh my god, I love them. Rick Wooden said the rocks are falling down. No, they're not, Rick. They're still in a pile. It was you that was falling down. You fell down and you laid into the pool pond with your arm in there all night long. That was you falling down, not the rocks. Camel Dan says, so I have a question. I have a 55-gallon tank. Would a canister filter be good there for that or not? Yes, of course. You know, the more filtration, the better. You can use a wet dry. You can use a canister. You can use a hang on the back. The point is, the hang on the backs are good. The canisters are better because you can have a bunch more of the bio balls in there or anything you want. Let it be, you know, lava rock or whatever. For biomaterial, you know, a much bigger situation. And then the only thing better than a canister filter would be a wet dry filter. So if you can put a canister filter on your 55, that would be great. That's awesome. AJ says 540-gallon update. We moved it today about 18 inches over. We pulled out the black shelf with all the medicine on it, and then we moved the 540 over until it's hitting the 4,000-gallon tank with the 400 on top. And now we have to put the black shelf on this side of it, so when the door opens up, it hits the shelf, not the tank. So that's where we're at right now. But the 240 is in the way. Hopefully tomorrow morning, when the first people that show up, I can get that moved outside, and then we'll have that whole walkway open for the weekend. Sue-Ann goes, I know you'll only eat the meat. Love you, Sue-Ann. Harley Jim says, oh my God, how can you open it and not take a bite? Because it smelled so good. It smelled so good. And I'm so tempted to take a bite of the bread with it that I had to close it. That's why. Because, you know, I'm down from 340 all the way to 279. And yesterday I hit 278. I don't want to gain weight back. You know what I'm saying? You know, I'm a single person here and I'm alone and I don't like it. And I can't be alone and fat. You know what I'm saying? I love Tracy. It's been 4.5 years. I don't know. I may have to find a temporary girlfriend for a couple of years or something. I don't know. But I'll keep on taking care of Tracy for sure. I don't know. Who knows? Sue Ann says, my heart is broken. He didn't even take a bite. Oh my God. Rick says, I found out my 150-gallon is junk, so I'm using it for my Nile monitor. Well, that's a good use for it. Camel Dan says, Paku Beefcake Bob update. Beefcake Bob's always over here. He sits in this chair. Mandy Davis says, you are really doing well on your diet, Big Rich. You look amazing. Well, thank you. Thank you. I put out a post on Facebook. If anybody wants to see it, you can go on Facebook and you can see me at 340 and now at 278. And today I'm 278. So I didn't eat that bite, but as soon as this show is over, trust me, I'm getting into that. For sure. Thank you, Sue Ann, for sending that. That's amazing. And you know what I'm going to have to do? I'm going to have to give out of that sub, I'm going to have to give half to Jerry and half to Sam, so that they can both give out on video their what do you want to call it? How they accept it, how it tastes, their opinion. Thank you. Their opinion on each, because mine's going into my bedroom with me. Yeah. Oh shit. Thank you, AJ. Opinions. I got it before you said it. How am I blurry? Let me look at this. Okay, let me go down here to webcam. It should be set on 20. All right, here we go. Webcam. Now, because I can't read what's going on the screen, I'm going to have to go here and go to the camera and open it up. All right. And then go to configure video. Now we're up here. All right. Let me go to this one. Nope. Oh, no. Here it is. Okay. Now I'm going to have to go to camera control. Yep. And then focus on 20. I can touch it and bring it down to 15. Tell me, is that better? Let me hit apply and then done. Okay. There we go. All right. And then okay over here and bring it back. Now we're back. Now we need to go to this here and bring this back to, okay, I'm back to where we are. All right. Okay, so Camel Dan says you're blurry, Rich. Gracie says you're lonely, Rich, and it's okay to have those feelings. Sue Ann says, get in my belly. That's the fat man from Austin Powers. Get in my belly. I love that. It was a great movie. Jens Carlson says, looks good from here. She goes, Camel Dan says, whatever you did, you're all good now. Thank you. Okay, I moved up from 20 to 15. All right. Anthony Aquarium says, hey, Rich, I heard you talking about Tracy had narcolepsy, and it got me thinking about my wife's symptoms, and now she's diagnosed with narcolepsy. Any tips on being married to someone with narcolepsy? Yes, as a matter of fact, you need my phone number. Seriously. Tracy's had narcolepsy for like 25 years. Here's the thing. It's not that she don't care about you. She is tired. She does want to sleep, okay? Here's what I told Tracy. We got her on this narcolepsy medicine, which works great. She takes it 2 times a day. If you work with me during the day, at 4 or 5 o'clock when I'm done working, you can go to sleep. This was our time to stop working, stop getting ahead, stop fighting the world, and we're going to sit back and watch a movie. And, you know, there's me and the boys and all this. And Tracy, she would sit next to me, curl up into my shoulder and fall asleep. And that's okay. Okay? You don't have to be awake for the movie. She loved going to sleep. She absolutely adored it. So at 4 or 5 o'clock every single day, after she'd taken her medicine twice, which is narcolepsy medicine called Provigil, or the generic version of it is modafinil, okay, which they call the, you remember that movie where they took a pill, a clear pill, and he could use 100% of his brain? That's what they're calling this pill, is that same thing. I forget the name of the movie, but this pill opens up your mind, you know what I'm saying? So anyways, she's taken, it's supposed to be, the doctor's recommended dosage is 200 milligrams a day. Tracy's been on 1,000 for like 15 years. Okay. So at 4, 5, 6 o'clock at night, whenever we finish and we're done for the day working, we're going to go in and I'm going to watch a movie with the kids. Tracy can go to sleep and she'd fall asleep on me. You know, she's my little baby. She's right here. Yeah, I love you, you know. And she was such a sweetheart. And she loved that, you know, that I would work with her symptoms, you know, because normal people would be like, you know, it's only 5 o'clock in the afternoon. Why are you sleeping? I let her sleep. I let her sleep all the time. She would sleep all the time, you know, and you know, we got to work together, and then it's time to relax. Well, she didn't want to relax. She wanted to sleep. Let her sleep. You know, okay, we got to the point to where the doctors gave us the GHB drug, okay, and it's regulated from like one spot in the United States, and they sent us this case of GHB, and when we're done, they would send us another. Right? You couldn't just go to the drugstore and get GHB. The theory was if she would sleep solidly at night, she'd be more awake during the day. Okay, it wasn't really that important. The thing that mattered was the Provigil, the drug, or modafinil, the generic version of it. She would take her 250 milligrams in the morning, and she'd be good for like 3 or 4 hours. Then she'd take her 250 milligrams in the afternoon, and she'd be good for 2 or 3 hours. Okay, and that's what worked. This worked, but you also got to understand that it's not your woman not caring about you or not wanting to be with you. It's your woman's sickness is she's fucking tired, you know? So you got to give her time to sleep. And she needed like 16 hours a night, right? So as long as she'd work with me during the day, you're fine. You did your part. Love you. We're gonna sit down and watch a movie now. And she'd go to sleep, and I'd hold her, and you know she'd be right here. That's my little Tracy, you know. I'd hold her, and I'd, you know, and that's all she cared. She loved to like hold on to me and fall asleep, you know. So I'd pick her up and I'd carry her to bed like you do your children when they're young, and I'd carry her to bed, and you know I'd get into bed and I'd be up half the night, you know, on the internet, blah blah blah, doing this that whatever, and I'd fall asleep. But always she had a leg over me or an arm around me or something, you know. She was connected. Let's say it that, you know, say it like that. She was connected so she could sleep and be comfortable. And, you know, it's not her fault that she's tired during the day, you know. Try and get her on Provigil or modafinil, which is a generic version of it, and then try and get her on that for morning and then afternoon, and then let her sleep at night. Give her an extra 8 hours. You know, at 5 o'clock, it's time for, you know, mom to go to bed. And, you know, us kids, we can stay up, you know, we can play video games, we can play, you know, movies, whatever. And then we sleep at night. And, you know, by morning, she gets up, she takes her Provigil, and she's up and awake. It works out like that. And it's not her fault. So you can't blame her for, you know, I thought she didn't love me. I thought she didn't want to hang with me. I thought, you know, all this. No, it's not that. It's she's genuinely tired. Let her sleep more. The more you let her sleep, the more happiness you get from her. And, you know, Tracy was a sweetheart. She was such a good girl. And I wish, you know, just call me, you know, go on to Facebook and get a hold of me through Messenger, and then hit the call button, and you know, call me, and I'll talk to you through all the stuff that we went through. It's amazing, and it's not a disease that you can go without thinking. It's a disease that you have to really think about, and then you can come up with solutions. And I did. We worked it out for like 25 years. She was great. You know, she helped me out all day. And then even in time, I let her sleep, you know. Even during dirty times, she's like, if I fall asleep, you're more than welcome. No, I can't do that. You know what I'm saying? She's like, just let me sleep, you know. And that's what she did. And you know, if you love your mate, you'll do all this for her, you know. And it'll make your life better because you have your your mate alive and jiving and doing good during the day. And then you have to shut off and let her sleep for an extra 8 hours every night. You know what I'm saying? Maybe you and the kids stay up. Maybe you and whatever. But it is. Hey, what's up, Jerry? It is what worked out between us, and she was very, very, happy.
I have my notice is turned off, so I didn't get a notice that there was food at the door. I wasn't watching the video.
Sue Ann said, "Hey, what the fuck? I'm going to hand this to you. Sue Ann sent this to you."
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank
I got
you,
mine here.
Joanne.
It is a Roman burger. There is onions on it, though. If you want to take the onions off, you can.
That's right. I'll eat the onions too. We gotta see what Roman burgers should taste like.
Oh, no. I eat my Roman burger with no onions.
That's
No
up to you.
It's so good.
I
Well, it's the
appreciate
taste.
it, Sue Ann.
It's the taste of the Canadian bacon and the burger and then the sauce, all that. The onions ruin it. The onions are like harsh. They're like not sautéed onions that are like good.
It's crispy fresh ones.
Crispy red onions.
Red onions. No.
They stick
If
with
they're
you.
sweet onions, it's different.
Right, it's different. Yeah. Yeah, you want to pull them onions off to taste the real Roman burger taste.
All right, Barb Stevens, no, Jerry is not the drinking word. Jerry, Jerry, Jerry.
Rick Wood said, even when we was there, she would be falling asleep on the back porch. Who's that? You didn't. I don't think you ever met Tracy when she was awake. Rick, aren't you
not
newer?
talking about Tracy.
Oh, we were
Yes,
talking
we-
about Tracy.
I don't know.
Rick says that's how Maritza is. We could be talking, watching a movie, eating dinner, and we'll be falling asleep 1 minute. Next minute, she's sun logs weird. Okay. Okay, so this here says Rick says even when we were there, she'd be falling asleep on the back porch. That makes sense. That makes sense. That's how everybody notices narcolepsy at the first point. You know what I'm saying? It's rough to, whatever. It's rough to diagnose because you think the person's lazy. Next thing you know, they're sleeping all the time. They're just fucking lazy. No, there is a thing called,
I got a brother-in-law that'll fall asleep while he's standing there with a drink in his hand in a crowd.
he's got narcolepsy.
Yeah, he just.
There is a thing called narcolepsy.
He comes right to like nothing happened.
Everybody's, freaking out because I was able to open the package, smell it, and not take a bite and rewrap it.
I saw the pose and Sue said you broke her heart. You couldn't take it
Yeah.
out. That's good.
I love that.
Yeah, well,
this
I
is
did-
one of my most favorite sandwiches, Sue Ann, ever. I love the Roman burgers. They're so good. But, I'm trying so hard.
One more drink and he's gonna eat it.
Like right now, I can take off this Canadian bacon that makes the sandwich. Oh my God. Oh,
I'm gonna start eating this.
that's so good. Mmm.
I do appreciate
Oh my God.
it.
That's so good.
Oh, it's so warm.
Yeah. So good. That Canadian bacon is amazing. On top of the.
Sue says she's not very approachable right now.
I love that.
It's all right. Thank you anyway, Swan.
Swan, we love you. You're just adorable. She was out here. She was hungover and passed out, right? And she's on the table on the back deck like this. And Maritza comes up. She just woke up.
She was passed out on the couch. It was like 4
No, it was
o'clock
on the
in
deck.
morning. When she told her she was unapproachable.
I think it was on the deck. Let Sue
Let her tell
correct
us.
us, right? So Maritza comes out. She's like, "Hi, Sue Ann. Oh my God, I love you so much. You're so." And Sue Ann's like, "I'm not very approachable." She was hungover. and Maritza's like, "Oh, I love you." And Sue Ann goes, "Well, when you're done loving me, just please leave me alone or something like that. It was classic. It was awesome.
Jerry, it looked like Jerry's been busy. He's taking care of business out in the fish room. I just finally sat down to relax for a minute. Figured I'd check in and see what was up.
Rick says, when you're done loving me, can you shut the light off? That's what she said.
Yeah, shut the light off when you're done.
You can't make this stuff up. This was hilarious. This was great. James McNally says, Big Rich, have you thought of going on a vegan diet? Not really, because, you know, vegan diets are food that my food actually eats.
Yeah, that's a no-no. I like my veggies, man, but I gotta have my meat. I don't call it work. Excuse me, man. I answer these things without reading them. Maggie Davis, she says, I love you, Jerry. You work so hard. I don't do a thing out there that I call work. I'm out there because I want to be out there, because I enjoy being out there. I take pride in that I'm good at what I do, and I'm an asset. There's not too many places around where I can be an asset.
Well, you know what? You do a good job around here, Jerry.
I
really do.
appreciate it. I appreciate it. I don't have to try. I just gotta sometimes, I gotta do things the way you want it, not the way I want it.
Stephen Bundluck says, Big Rich, from what I remember, it's not Canadian bacon, it's Italian sopressata, hence the Roman
Is
burger.
it prosciutto?
You know what?
Is that why they call it Roman?
They advertise it as, you know, the bacon on there. They don't say that words that Stephen did, but you know, he's straight, you know.
I don't know. It's hard to say. If it's Canadian bacon, it's processed Canadian bacon.
Right.
It makes it look like prosciutto.
Prosciutto? No, he calls it sopressata. Don't know what that is,
Oh, I don't know. It's prosciutto.
but oh my God.
That
The
just
sandwich
might
is
be
so good.
processed bacon. Now
Do you
I
want onion?
okay. Now I've got a taste. No, I don't want your onion, but I've got to taste it. They have some napkin.
Mm-mm.
If they serve something like this with no napkins, it's impossible. I would sue the place.
Ooh. Holly Jim says back bacon or permeal is Canadian bacon. Rick says there's a place here in Rockford, Illinois called Uncle Nick's, home of the gyro or gyro, that had a sandwich. They had back bacon in it. Don't know what back bacon is. Is it Canadian bacon or was it was really good?
It's just bacon made out of the backstrap instead of the rib area. That is an excellent sandwich.
See that bottom bread
Yeah,
as a salad.
yeah. There's your rabbit food. This is excellent. Hey, you guys, we just joined the food channel. That's an advertisement for Mr. Heroes.
So we're coming back
If
in.
Mr.
Anyway?
Heroes likes it, they can send me a gift card for more.
Were you coming in anyway, and you found out that Sue Ann had bought lunch, or did you hear that Sue Ann had bought lunch and you come running?
After I checked in online out there, No, it wasn't a matter of coming running. I didn't come until depth charge asked me if I was coming back up, and I figured, I might as well, especially if it's food.
Oh my God, so good. Love you, Sue Ann.
Oh, you're right.
You're like one of my favorite people in the world right now. Oh my God.
I can do without the onions, but
I told you,
mm,
it ruins the flavor of the Roman burger.
just that changes it. They don't have too many of them. And some of those things, they flood the thing with onions. I might as well have an onion sandwich. Now, a sweet onion, I got no problem making a sandwich out of it. I can eat them like an apple.
I love the white cheese on it, whatever that is. Is that white American
right.
melted? Is that mozzarella?
Maybe that's why they call it Italian or the Roman burger, because it's got some Italian cheese, provolone probably, or something like that.
Something.
I like provolone. That's one of my favorites. Right, comments. Yeah, now I know next time no onions on it.
You can't beat a Roman burger. It's so good. Oh, goodness. All right, let me see.
Because you got a little something hanging from your chin, brother.
I do.
Not anymore.
No.
Lick it up.
Oh, there it is in my
Yeah,
hair.
there it is. There's my laters. I catch laters.
Thank you, guys. Barb Stevens says, Rich, you got a little something on your chin. All right, so James McNally says in the UK, people can't say I love bacon in public because we'll get arrested and imprisoned for offending Muslims. Are you fucking serious?
That's that stupid sorry law. They shouldn't be able to practice it outside of their own country, but they try.
Here's what I believe. Okay. Britain has their own country, right? And then you know you got let's say what's that with Hitler? Germany has its own country, all this kind of stuff. If you want to visit their country, you learn their language.
Well, it's not just that.
No, it is that.
It's a
Because
culture.
no, you got to understand. If I want to go and visit this land, I need to learn to speak at least a little bit of their language.
Well, at least understand what I'm being cussed at.
True. Okay. So, all these people that want to go like, hey, I'm an American citizen now. You need to learn my language. No, the fuck we don't. You need to learn the language that was set here. Period. Because if I go to France, I'm going to have to learn to speak French. Period. I'm not going to go there and say, hey, you people need to learn my language. How are you going to do that? I mean, what the fuck? Seriously? No. You need to learn what language you're going to. And that's that. I how many times I go to call the hospital and it's like per F squat stuff, blah, 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 blah. I'm like, and then it comes in with, for English, press 1. What the hell? English should be first. I know English. I don't know Spanish, And then I hit 1. Why? Why should we as Americans have to choose between somebody else's language? This is our language. You go to Canada, you got to learn French. It's just the way it is. Come to America, learn American. I mean, I don't understand why this is such a hard thing to deal with, that all these people are doing this shit. And,
That's the simple side of it. I don't care what language you speak. You don't come over here and bring your laws with you. You follow ours.
Right. If I want to go to
If I want to live
Canada,
under Sari law, I'll move over to Iraq.
I want to go to Canada, I have to learn to speak French to get along there. You know what I'm saying? I want to go to Mexico, I'm going to have to learn some Spanish if I want to get away from, you know, the hotels and stuff that they let you visit, because outside of that is a different world. You know what I'm saying? So I mean,
For sure.
it's like conforming. You know, I don't understand it. I don't understand it. You know, when I go and I pick up a phone and it's like habla español, you know, I don't understand this. Why is that language before my language?
I expect it if I'm calling Mexico.
Right. You would expect it.
They ask me if I speak their language.
Exactly. And now here, I have to, you know, number 2 form is American, you know, and I have to listen to all that bullshit first. I'm sorry, you know, yeah, no matter what country you go to, you should learn their language. And then why is everyone saying that we should learn everybody's language first so they feel at home here? That's some bullshit. Jens Krausen says, BS. You can eat all the bacon you want in Europe. That's awesome. I want to go to Europe now. No politics, man. No politics. JP Jeffrey says, Weird Sam go? No. Yeah, Weird Sam is still gone.
Yeah, people expecting him back at the show. And they'll be going until 11 o'clock tonight.
Right.
So it's almost past my bedtime, but I'm liable to stay up for the entertainment. It's gonna be a wild night around here. Well, it has the potential to be.
Mandy says it's a lot of racism in the UK. It's beyond a joke now, Rich. I'm sorry if I made a joke of it, but you know, you see where I stand on it. You know, if you want to go to the UK, you got to learn their language. You want to go to Canada, you got to learn their language. You want to go to Mexico, you got to learn their language. Why is it we're the only place that we have to now learn your language because you want to come here? That's some bullshit right there. James McDally says, come to Britain and say you love bacon in the street and see how far you get. Well, you know what? I think I can handle my own and tell everybody in Britain I love bacon. I might end up drunk in some bar or beat up. It's okay.
No,
Because I love
you're
bacon.
talking about the police arresting you.
Oh, we don't want that at all.
Well,
Hmm.
they have that law about ignorance.
Dude,
no
I feel
excuse.
alive in it. I ate a Roman burger. Holy
Yeah.
shit, it's so good. Thank you, Sue Ann.
They don't have freedom of speech.
Sue Ann, if
over
you didn't
there.
have a husband, love you, Steve.
If I'm depth charge's best man, does that mean I gotta back him up in this situation?
Well, it depends who she's married. If she's marrying him, yeah, you got to back him up. She's marrying me, you know, not so much.
Well, I gotta take you out.
You know how to take me out?
Unfortunately, brother, I've been around you long enough to know how to take you out.
You don't know. the only way you know how to take me out is to go to like Duff's all you can eat buffet. That's the only way you know how to take me out.
That would be one way, yeah. We'll leave the other ones off the table because it's not necessary. Everybody has their weak points.
Bro, I know how to take you out. I
Yeah.
just call DIY Joey back here.
I
While you're sleeping.
wish
He was a creep. He was a fucking creep.
I'd still like to box with him. I'd lose, but because I was disqualified.
Fucked him in the dick.
No, I one good throat shot. Oh, oops.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Mandy says there's a lot of racism in the UK. It's beyond a joke now, Rich. I'm sorry to hear that. I'm sorry. That sucks. Jen Carlson said, do they teach Arabic in American schools yet? No, not at all. Camel Dan says, Jerry's going to break out some Taekwondo shit. Sue Ann says, Rich, you're in timeout. The Deb Charge says, ain't no one calling that DIY princess.
Lost Neverland. There's somebody actually up there with that name, man. That'll almost be worth signing up for. Lost Neverland.
You know what? I love hanging out with you guys. You guys make my night. Every Friday, I have such a good time. Fucking love
It's
you
always
guys.
times and pleasant, especially with sandwich. Thanks again, Suan. You know, when I mentioned it earlier that I never had one, and you were talking about got to get you one.
How do you like it?
I knew somebody was going to do this. I mean, I figured, oh, was somebody will do it.
How do you like it?
I just said it's delicious. I've been telling them.
Isn't it something amazing? I mean,
It's
like
a good sandwich.
you don't really you think just another hamburger.
Yeah.
No, it's different. It's good. You know.
I've gotten Mr. Hero before, but I get their big beef, cheesy beef that you can make yourself. And I add bacon to it, and then I use it then I get a cup of French onion soup.
So a dip.
Yeah. And have that mozzarella cheese with the French onion soup along with my sandwich.
Ooh.
Drop it on the floor? No. It
Did not hit the floor.
Did not. It hit the paper. Not for lack of trying.
Well.
Not bad for no bottom plate. I still got 2 teeth down there, but they get a workout.
Manny Davis says, what is nice for a fry up is for a meal. I'm taking out the chicken tonight and I'm putting them in the slow cooker. 12 hours all night long. By tomorrow, I can add the city barbecue sauce I have, and it's a smoked barbecue sauce. It's better than my thing for years was Sweet Baby Ray's. I love this city barbecue smoked barbecue flavor now. So much better. It's like all your meat smoked forever. You know, it's so good.
It'll spoil you.
It's so good.
It is.
So we'll have tomorrow. We'll have shredded chicken sandwiches, barbecue chicken sandwiches. With shredded chicken, and eat them like sloppy joes.
Most excellent meal in Europe. Lamb. Two excellent meals.
Sue Ann says, you're going to end up with carrots and potato in a cup. Do you remember over the weekend? They were here and we had we made a stew and all that, and they ate all the meat and this and that. I woke up in the morning and I had a cup full, this size cup of carrots and potatoes that I ate the meat out of. And I'm like, what?
There wasn't any stew in the morning.
I woke up and I'm like, what the fuck is this shit? It's
I go out there,
carrots and
I'm looking for the
potatoes?
slow
Really?
cooker. I can't even find the slow cooker. It's missing. Well, there's only one place it could have gone, in the Richards room last night.
Well, I woke up to that and I was like, holy shit.
Ah, that was so good. I can't stop saying thanks. That really hit the spot.
Thank you, Sue Ann. That was amazing.
I gotta get back out there and check on this stump. I was installing it slowly, but it's still all screwed up. You're gonna need your flashlight.
It's 20 after 9. You're good. All right, so I guess we're out of here. It's 9:18. Thank you guys for hanging out with us. I
Oh,
appreciate
yeah.
you guys.
Thanks
Thank you,
for
Sue
calling
Ann,
me
again.
back in.
You know, appreciate it. And it's been a fun time. And Sue Ann says fake American bacon.
I think
Accident.
she's asking. Somebody's made a comment about something being fake American bacon. Back a couple of questions.
Yeah.
All right, get out of here before we get in another conversation.
We do that. We do that.
I know.
All right, guys. Good night. Thanks for hanging out with me. I love you guys. You know, next week we're gonna be skinnier. We're gonna be less weight, and we're gonna still kick ass. All right.
Leave that after Thanksgiving. I ain't eating it. I mean, I ain't eating what his words.
Well, no. Next Thanksgiving is not gonna be till next Thursday or Saturday. We're gonna skip Thursday, and we're gonna, on Saturday we're gonna cook. So I will be here next Friday with no Thanksgiving in between.
He's got a pledge already in to make French toast in the morning.
I won't eat
So
it.
we'll
Don't
see
worry,
what
I won't
happens.
eat it. I'm making it for him and Sam. That's it. All right, guys. Love you guys. You take care.
Travel well, my friends. Stay fishy.